Just ask them how I did it. I got out the limo, grabbed her hand, went upstairs and fucked her.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes mistakes real fast. And you learn off the cast. You can see all the healing if the pain's in the past. Move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic. Got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want them, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim.
I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
Late night crew. Happy motherfucking Friday. We made it to the weekend, my nigga. Say what's up to your boy one time. For the one time. Nigga, Shay ain't got no haircut, bro. Shay getting a haircut tomorrow. Actually bought some brand new clippers today. Shay's far from a haircut. Shay does not rock an afro. That's racist. Kendra, Janice, Chadrick, Tasha, Samoy, Bob. You're in this motherfucking thing, bro. Oh, demon time tonight. One more time for demon time. It's demon time tonight, bro. Nigga, when I tell you.
Yo, the devil's in full effect.
Nita, what's up, man? Demon time tonight, bro. There's no way to put this. Nick, what up? Hold on, what kind of clippers were they? What's the name of them? That wasn't what I saw. Yeah, I'll show you what I got. Bob, how do you know this about these areas? What the fuck have you been doing in them areas, Bob? We're waiting, Bob. Hit that like button. Big, what's happening? I got them. And this one. Me and Shay Jr. cannot afford $100 every time we go get our haircut. not in the stars for the Hall family. It's the most I ever paid for some Clippers ever, but it's actually a family investment. Oh, to be old. I felt like such an old person. I'm like, man, I can't wait to go buy these Clippers. That's the oldest shit I've probably ever said in my life. Yeah. That's why I'm like, nah, man, that shit's just too ridiculous. That shit is ridiculous. I don't even want to show y'all this shit I'm about to show y'all because it's so unbelievable, bro. Let me say this about Planned Parenthood. I never had an opinion about it per se because I didn't feel like. I feel like because they offer certain shit doesn't mean they push certain shit on you, right? I no longer believe that. That's all it would have took for me, Boston. There's no other way to break this to y'all, bro. You're not gonna believe this shit.
Tactical nuke incoming!
No, y'all don't even understand, bro. Y'all really don't understand what's coming.
Tactical nuke incoming! Yo, the devil's in full effect!
Virginity. What is it? And what's the big deal about losing it? Let me cut to the chase. Virginity is a completely made-up concept.
What was that?
What is it? And what's the big deal about losing it? Let me cut to the chase. Virginity is a completely made-up concept. It's a term that was created simply to control and shame people, mainly women.
You know, Rick is so wild and has went so far off the meter. It's shit that I can't even tell you on TV. I mean, you know, for the sake of our friendship, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna bring it up. But trust me, he's went there. He has went where it's like, yo, Rick, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You done took this shit too far. And his response is like this: there's no such place. Darkness. Let's go to the abyss, nigga. I'm not with it, man. I don't want to go to the abyss, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick wants to go to the abyss. In fact, he dwells in the abyss. Rick James dwells in the abyss, okay? And he wants company sometimes, you know? And for some reason, he likes to reach out for me. Whenever I'm around, when he wants to go there, he will reach out for me to try to take me to the abyss with him. And I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. And that's when we end up, you know, tussling or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
A virgin is someone who's never had sex, but it's not as simple as it seems. For one thing, medically, virginity isn't a real thing. In some cultures, people place a lot of importance on the hymen, a thin, fleshy tissue located at the opening of your vagina, as a marker of virginity. But the status of your hymen doesn't actually mean anything. That's because having penis and vagina sex is not the only way a hymen can stretch open. It can
Well, no shit.
happen by putting something in your vagina like a tampon or a finger, riding.
You know, Rick is so wild and has went so far off the meter. It's shit that I can't even tell you on TV. I mean, you know, for the sake of our friendship, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna bring it up. But trust me, he's went there. He has went where it's like, yo, Rick, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You done took this shit too far. And his response is like this: there's no such place. Darkness. Let's go to the abyss, nigga! I'm not with it, man. I don't want to go to the abyss, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick wants to go to the abyss. In fact, he dwells in the abyss. Rick James dwells in the abyss, okay? And he wants company sometimes, you know? And for some reason, he likes to reach out for me. Whenever I'm around, when he wants to go there, he will reach out for me to try to take me to the abyss with him. And I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. And that's when we end up, you know, tussling or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Who wants to play win, lose, or draw? Who wants to play win, lose, or draw? The first person to solve this puzzle wins. I would like to solve the puzzle. If she ain't fucking because she on her period, she gotta go. That is correct.
A bike or doing sports. So you can't tell if someone's had sex by the way their hymen looks or feels. Another reason the idea of virginity is complete nonsense is that
Complete nonsense.
sex means different things to different people. Generally speaking, society tends to define sex in a very narrow way.
Tends to define sex. Well, is any definition of sex have anything to do with this ass you got sitting on the table with pins and shit sticking out of it? Is that a whole ass pussy on this desk? And is that a bowl with a dick hanging out of it? This ain't geared towards kids. This is geared towards like fucking first graders, bro. This bitch sitting here looking like Mama. Look, man, let me stop.
Penetration, penis into vagina. But where does that definition leave queer people? Or folks who can't or don't have penis and vagina sex and choose to have oral, anal, or another type of sex.
If this ain't nothing but propaganda to make hoes feel like virgins again, or the fact that they ran through, don't worry if you're ran through, you're just as valuable. No, you're not.
Instead. And not everyone's first sexual experience is consensual, meaning that they were forced or pressured into having sex.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Bitch! Are you for real?
What we not gonna do is try to merge coerced with actual rape. We're not doing that. Nah, bitch. Not on my watch. We not doing that. We will not do that to rape victims. We will not classify rape victims in the same fucking category as bitches who loose with they pussy. We not doing it. I'm not doing it. I respect women way too much to do that shit. Are you fucking insane? Are you fucking insane? Bro, y'all hoes will do anything that, bro, we know, we can look at you and tell you ran through. You look like Keenan and Kel put together.
Into vagina. But where does that definition leave queer people? Or folks who can't or don't have penis and vagina sex and choose to have oral, anal, or another type of sex instead? And not everyone's
bitch, we ain't talking to them.
first sexual experience is consensual, meaning that they were forced or pressured into having sex. There is also a double standard on who carries the burden of virginity. Society puts pressure on men for not having sex at the exact same time they shame women for having it.
Where the fuck? I'm tired of y'all telling that fucking lie. Let's go ahead and debunk that bullshit. Where in society are they telling men to go fuck a bunch of women? Because most men publicly as a whole will say, nah, you shouldn't be doing that because you can't trust these bitches. It may not be for the same reasons, but they'll tell them, you can't trust these bitches. These bitches will get you caught up. Don't be doing it. No, I'm not trying to hear that shit. Dudes are getting told to chill out just as much as girls do. And dudes get shamed too. It's just the difference is dudes that get shamed can still get pussy. Girls that get shamed, they can't get that husband. It's harder for them to get that husband. The dude that getting shamed for having all them hoes, well, he probably a Chad anyway, nigga. No, there are no, what major celebrities, politicians, or anybody that comes out and go, man, men need to be fucking more girls and fuck as many girls as possible. Where are they saying this? In society. That's what you said. In society, where are they saying this? And let's leave out the locker room, aka guy talk, because we'll leave girl talk off the table. So let's leave guy talk off the table. Outside of guy talk, who the fuck is saying this? You know what most niggas say about the nigga that be fucking a bunch of girls? I ain't leaving my bitch around him. Gaslighting. Yeah, make it make sense, bitch.
Also a double standard on who carries the burden of virginity. Society puts pressure on men for not having sex at the exact same time they shame women for having it. Make it make sense.
Stop the cat.
Either way, shame has no place in someone's personal decisions about sex.
If you ran through, shame should definitely be involved. You mad? Cancel me, nigga. I don't give a fuck. If you ran through, shame should be involved. Because you know how you got ran through? Shame wasn't involved. Because if shame's involved, you don't become ran through.
It's time to throw away the notion of losing your virginity. What if instead of losing something, we reframe it as gaining? Because
gaining a body? Because that's what you're doing. You're gaining a body.
the truth is, when we make our own decision to become sexually active, we aren't setting ourselves up to lose anything at all. We hope we are gaining things like intimacy, self-insight, pleasure, and empowerment.
But you're not, bitch. You just gaining a body. See, you gain all of that shit when you fucking your husband. You don't gain none of that shit in the streets, bitch. All you get in the streets is some dick. See, you need to be telling these hoes the truth. See, all of that shit on that list, yeah, you can get all of that from fucking your wife or your husband. at bare minimum, your main girl or main dude, you was trying to get intimacy, self-insight, and empowerment. We know you were trying to get pleasure, but you were trying to get intimacy, self-insight, and empowerment from getting your back blown out behind the club. For letting old boy and his man smash. Bro. Gaining trauma, pregnancy, STDs, you gaining a whole bunch of shit.
All of these myths around sex and virginity can be so hurtful and overwhelming. But
like what? What are the myths?
Here's the one truth you should remember.
Okay.
Sex is defined by one thing and one thing only.
God?
You.
This is a real Planned Parenthood ad. Just for the record, this is not no fucking skit. This is not something from Key and Peele or some shit. This is not a Lost Chappelle show skit. This is a real Planned Parenthood commercial. The whole that whole thing is satanic. Do without will. That's satanic. That is of the devil. Just for the record. You can't defund devil entities. They're here for a reason and they'll stay.
Maybe that's being fingered for the first time.
I'm losing my motherfucking mind, man.
Maybe it's having anal sex.
Shout out to the Catholic bitches.
Maybe it's having your first orgasm.
What does this have to do with virginity?
Maybe it's masturbating for the first time, or when you enthusiastically consent to sex.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
That's the beauty of your sexual journey. You're in charge, and you can figure it out on your own terms.
Or you could use this instruction manual we have called the Bible. You can follow we actually have an instruction manual that talks about shit like this. So if you don't know what you should be doing, why don't you read the instruction manual? This bitch ain't married. She never get married. You know why? I'll tell you why, my nigga.
From the streets did she emerge, into the street she will return.
She belongs to the streets.
Choosing to have sex, when, what kind, where, who with, is something that only you get to define.
No, that's a lie. Other people will define it and will call you a slut, a whore, a charlatan, all of the above. Hoe cake, nigga, all of this shit, nigga. Bimbo, skeezy. Jump off. They don't have the right to call you that, but they gonna call you that anyway, bitch. With your nasty ass. This shit ain't real, nigga. This shit ain't fucking real. I was like, oh, y'all thought I was done. Y'all thought it was on. Y'all thought it was over. Remix.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Shake the remix.
So you think you're ready to have sex? Well, let's take a step back.
Yeah, let's take a step all the way back, like way over there. This bitch sitting here feeling like Big Meech. She feel like Larry Hoover, nigga. Oh. She feel like Big Meech. She feel like Larry Hoover. Oh my goodness, bro. Just and you want a bitch, this bitch to teach. Who is she teaching about? I just want to know who is she teaching? Bitch sitting here looking like Big Daddy V. This bitch is sitting here looking like Viscera and all right, hold on, just so we all on the same page. Just so we I'll make sure I get us all on the same page. I feel like Big Meech. She feel like Larry Hoover. So I want to make sure we all on the same page. This don't look like that bitch. This ain't that bitch right here. this ain't her. You gonna tell me? All right, then, nigga. This is why I don't like telling y'all shit, niggas. Y'all niggas is liars anyway, nigga. Y'all niggas is liars. I'm the only nigga willing to tell the truth around this motherfucker. I see that well. Well, I like tell y'all niggas shit. Big Daddy V, you got the floor.
So you think you're ready to have sex?
Not anymore. I thought I was till you came in the room and shit changed, you know what I mean? Shay, stop and get through it, nigga.
Well, let's take a step back. Because I don't just want you to think you are ready. I want you to know you are ready. It should be entirely your decision. And that's the—
Who are you talking to? Because what if that person's decision is the fuck and the other one's ain't? Then what do? We have an impasse, right?
first question you should ask yourself. Is the decision to have sex coming from me or from someone else? Pressure should never be the reason you have sex. Sex should be consensual, period. Consent is when both people agree to sex without being pressured or manipulated. It's never okay for a partner to ignore your nose or body language or give you an ultimatum like, have sex.
See, y'all not in real relationships. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you something. First of all, that was the most unflattering pause point, but I'm leaving. You ain't never been in no real relationship if you ain't never had your girl pressure you for some dick or you pressure her for some pussy. That does not go any. That's why I'm like, they gotta stop mentioning like that, because that doesn't go anywhere near the lines of assault. You need to be teaching these girls, if they don't want to fuck, stay out of situations where niggas is gonna think they fucking. We need to get back to teaching that. Girls used to teach girls that. No. You can't go on that hill in that car because he's gonna want to do something. Don't go up there. Now it's go up there, get his dick hard, and when he pulls it out, if you don't like the way it looks, tell him no and you don't like it.
Sex or we'll break up. It's also important to talk about what you want to do and what you don't want to do. Listen to your partner's answers to these questions and respect each other's boundaries. But pressure doesn't only come from a partner, it can come from society, your
It can come from you. You're putting so much pressure on this shit.
Friends, or the media. Maybe you're thinking you should have sex because everyone else your age is doing it, but guess what? The average age that people have sex for the first time is 17 years old. So, if you're thinking about having sex to get it over with, or because it will make you more popular or help you feel older, then you're probably not ready to have sex. Your decision to have sex for the first time, any kind of sex, however you define it, is a super personal decision that only you can make for yourself. Here are some questions that may help you figure out if you're ready. What are your personal values? The qualities and behaviors that are important to you? How do they fit in with having sex right now?
Don't this sound like a lot of pressure before getting some pussy?
Would people who care about you support your decision? And how important is their support to you anyway? Once you feel confident.
Hey, how about this? Hey, you shouldn't be fucking before you get married, because when you fuck before you get married, you open the doors to a whole lot of shit you probably don't fucking want to deal with. And some of the lucky can walk away semi-unscathed. Very few do. Tell the fucking truth.
Confident that you're choosing to have sex because you want to. It's time to think about what you want physically out of your experience. Remember, there are no wrong answers here.
I'm sorry, I fail to believe very many dudes are in the bed thinking about what you want. I just want to put that out there just because I'm a realist.
Do you want to have oral sex, vaginal sex, or anal sex? Give, receive, both? Are fingers on genitals okay? Do you have any no-touch zones?
Yeah, all of this, bitch. You can't touch any of this. None of it. Don't touch me. All of me is a no-touch zone. All of them. All of it. Top to bottom, bitch. You can't touch my hat. None of it. As a matter of fact, I need you to step 2 feet back. 1, 2. There you go. This bitch come out here looking like a fucking walrus, and y'all didn't say nothing. This bitch is just sitting here telling you the most satanic shit ever. Just do what you want. Do what you want. Do what you want. What's best? What's the best route? Because all the shit you saying is literally giving a million excuses of why you can fuck. And you want to see, oh my goodness, I just noticed something mad, ridiculously blasphemous. You want to see something blasphemous? Look at this shit. You see how this looks like a Bible, but on it says sex defined by you? Niggas, stop the fucking
Yo, the
cap.
devil's in full effect.
That's clearly supposed to be a Bible. You can't make this shit up, bro. Of the devil.
And beyond the physical part, what do you need emotionally? Do you want to be in a relationship?
Oh, that's the thing, Lakeem. Oh, Lakeem brings up an excellent point. While she's teaching motherfuckers this, because she ain't even in the same pool. So girls that are considered 10s, which I'm not going to rank her. I'm going to just say girls that are considered 10s. You know what they would say about a nigga that was asking all these questions right before he was supposed to fuck? You know what she would say? That nigga's lame as fuck. She'll go call all her friends. Yeah, I had that nigga over. I had on the cologne, the perfume, and all of this shit. And that nigga was asking all these weirdo ass questions, trying to get consent. I'm like, just go for it. Like, stop, nigga. All this shit you telling niggas to do will get their ass laughed out of a bedroom, nigga. What are your no-touch zones? You want to dry the pussy up real quick? Dry the pussy up real quick, nigga. Wait. What are your no-touch zones? What? They just gotta stop acting like girls don't be this. And girls, this is why. Just so y'all know, when y'all be like, man, that nigga was lame. I like that motherfucker, but he won't make a move. And this is why. You see all the fear they put men on a regular, where it's like 55 layers of consent, and just because you said yes didn't mean you. Well, I said yes. I didn't say he could come on my ass, and he came on my ass. What? Like, that's where we at now. You got to get consent at every stage of everything. You got to get consent every step of the way. I didn't say you could lick my toes. No means no. Wait, what? Get off of me. Huh? Then the niggas are doing that shit. Man, this weak ass nigga, every time he tried to move, he was, is this okay? Is this okay? Weak ass nigga. I ain't letting his weak ass come over here no more. Not when I need it like that.
For having sex, or keep it casual? Does your partner?
Oh my Lord, what is you? This bitch is a whore.
And beyond the physical part, what do you need emotionally? Do you want to be in a relationship before having sex?
Yes, yes, you should be married. You should be married. But at least if you're in a real relationship, you're at least working towards some shit. I don't agree with it, but it's you are in a better position than the other.
Or keep it casual?
No, that's called being a whore. It's called being a slut. Keeping your pussy casual, keeping your pussy friendly, Monique way of life. We not doing that.
Does your partner want that? Are you okay with each other's expectations? It's a good idea to talk about all this before having sex.
You know what people normally talk about before having sex? What color panties you got on? Which bra you wearing? Man, I would like to grab one of them titties. That's normally what people are not talking about this shit. This is so, again, you talking about the pressures of it, and you sitting there talking about the most unrealistic before sex conversation in the history of man.
The person you decide to have sex with should give you a space that's judgment-free, caring and consensual, so that you both feel safe, emotionally and physically.
This sounds like some whack-ass sex. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Do you respect and trust this person? Do they respect and trust you? Think about the pros and cons of having sex, as well as the risks. If and when you're ready, sex can be really great, physically and emotionally. It can, among other things, give you a lot of pleasure, help you relieve stress, bond with your partner, and strengthen your relationships. But it can also be not so great, or lead to STIs or unplanned pregnancies.
Side note. Just a little side note. Side note, getting your pussy ran through, yeah, you might catch something. But that ain't shit, because it's your choice.
Do you feel comfortable talking with your partner about safer sex and using things like condoms or dams? If you're thinking about penis and vagina sex, are you prepared with birth control? Have you thought about how you might feel emotionally after having sex? And do you have someone you can talk to about it if some feelings come up that you weren't expecting? There are lots to think about. Talking through your decision with someone you trust, a parent, older sibling, a close friend, may be helpful. And one last thing. Some people choose to never have sex. That's totally okay too. How important sex is in your life can also change over time. So don't worry if it's not something you're interested in right now or ever.
And she'll come back and tell you that a man should accept you this way. Oh, and if you did a bait and switch on a man, that's acceptable too, because he needs to get consent. And if you gave him consent early on and want to snatch it away now that you got everything, that's okay as well. This is some demon shit, bro. This is some demonic shit. Whatever happened to just being in a relationship and loving one another and being there for each other, whatever that means. Nope. This is, if you want to fuck whoever you want, fuck whoever you want. And anybody that wants to judge you when you ran through, they're the problem, not you.
Sexuality and sexual desire are feelings that are unique and different for everyone. Bottom line, the decision to have sex is yours and yours alone. And it's something you should feel good about, period.
Just when you, nigga, I'm telling you, bro, just when you thought you heard it all with some motherfuckers, bro. Planned Parenthood got this fucking walrus out here trying to tell motherfuckers just be hoes. Yeah, just be hoes, you know what I mean? You ain't gotta worry about shit because even though you're gonna be a hoe, you know what I mean? I'm supposed to believe that she got all these choices she talk about. You're not fooling me with that. You got all these choices you talked about? No, you don't, nigga. When that nigga say come on, you better come on or you getting left. I'm supposed to believe a nigga that she think is a 10 come in the room and he gonna tell her, bitch, get naked right now. And she's gonna say, wait, I have to decide if I'm gonna consent to this or not.
Not the cap.
This is a new turn we've taken in society with this shit. It's just clearly just like, just do whatever you want. Oh man, we gotta watch this one. Oh, this is devastating.
Tactical nuke incoming!
So you've decided you're ready to have sex for the first time. What happens now? No worries.
What the fuck is she wearing? This bitch got on a real car cover.
I got you covered. The first thing to do is to talk with your partner about it. Tell them what you want, ask them what they want, and make sure you're on the same page. That's called consent. And it's sexy as hell. So
Consent is sexy as hell? What the fuck are you talking about, bitch? Again, I just told you about how girls don't find that shit sexy. But okay, you got it.
let's start with a reality check. You know those hot, steamy sex scenes from your favorite TV shows? Yeah, your first time probably won't be anything like that. Or like porn either. Honestly, it might be a little awkward. Maybe you'll laugh, cry, or even fart.
I'm losing my motherfucking mind, man.
So you farted. The first time a nigga was in your guts, you farted. and you wonder why the second time you had sex wasn't with the first person.
All of that is A-okay. It can help to lean into the silliness and sweetness of our bodies and relationships and try to have fun with any awkward stuff that comes up together. This is why it's important to talk with your partner beforehand so you both feel comfortable. Depending on what you've heard, watched, or read, you might wonder whether sex will hurt. First, remember that sex can mean a lot of different things.
Hey, can sex hurt? Well, sex can mean a lot of different things. Well, you're no help, bitch.
Anal, oral,
Oh, Jesus.
fingering, using sex toys, vaginal.
Using them Vince McMahons? She gonna pull out them Vince McMahons?
But what's important is that you get to decide what having sex for the first time means for you.
You see how no matter what the question is, she just doubles back to you get to decide what happens for you. You decide everything. I know you're coming to me for answers, but I don't have any because you get to decide everything as long as you have consent.
If you have vaginal or anal sex for the first time, it may be uncomfortable or feel good or both.
You are the most confusing sexual education teacher in the history of. I mean, it could hurt, it could feel good, or it could be both. Well, thanks, bitch. Just great insight.
Some people have a little pain and are bleeding when a penis, fingers, or sex toys go into a vagina or anus, but it doesn't happen to everybody. Oral sex doesn't generally hurt. Even the first time. So let's talk lube.
Oh no, let's not. But what?
Bitch, are you for real?
Even though vaginas get wet on their own, you or your partner may still need some help from store-bought lube. This doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you or your partner. Lube is essential for anal sex.
How do we go from the first time you had sex to you better make sure to have lube when you're doing anal? And this is geared for what adult? I'm still trying to understand what adults. Oh, how is this not geared for literally elementary kids? This ain't even geared for high school kids. High school kids find this shit hokey and corny.
Partner may still need some help from store-bought lube. This doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you or your partner. Lube is essential for anal sex. That's because the anus doesn't make its own lubrication, and the skin in the anus and rectum is really delicate. If your partner is doing something that hurts or makes you uncomfortable, speak up. There are
Pineapples, bitch. Pineapples, bitch. Like, I'm speaking up and I'm speaking out. This is ridiculous. Like, what the why are you trying to get pummeled in the ass out rip? Talk to them Catholic girls, bro. Shit is unreal, bro. This bitch sitting here looking like a fucking walrus, and y'all didn't say nothing. That's the part I'm gonna stick on. Cat Williams was right about 2024. All these big dick deviants are getting exposed. Playing fucking Parenthood, bro. This is some of the most satanic shit I've ever seen in my life.
Lots of ways to give feedback and help your partner learn what feels good to you. That can sound like less pressure,
Giggity, what's happening?
more pressure, I need more lube. Your partner probably wants you to feel good, and you can help them succeed by giving them the info they need to get you feeling right.
I'm losing my motherfucking mind, man.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Just ask them how I did it. I got out the limo, grabbed her hand, and went upstairs and fucked her.
Man, I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
I just don't even have words for this.
Yo, the devil's in full effect.
That seems the most appropriate.
No matter what type of sex you're having, go slowly at first. Make sure you're both relaxed. Listen to your partner and pay attention to how your body feels.
Fellas, if you do all of this, she gonna call you lame.
If you're having pain from any type of sex that doesn't go away, you can always talk with a doctor or nurse at your nearest Planned Parenthood health.
If that nigga obliterated your pussy, come holler at us, nigga. If this nigga blew your fucking back out and you have still not been able to walk correctly, just come on down to Planned Parenthood, nigga. What the actual fuck? This is a real commercial.
How your body feels. If you're having pain from any type of sex that doesn't go away, you can always talk with a doctor or nurse at your nearest Planned Parenthood health center. You should also know that pregnancy can happen if you have sex where semen, aka cum, or pre-cum, gets into a vagina or on or near a vulva. It doesn't matter if it's your first time or 100th time having sex. There are millions of sperm cells in semen, and it only takes one tiny sperm to cause pregnancy. Using birth control is the best way to prevent pregnancy. Using condoms protects you from both pregnancy and STIs. Yep. STIs can spread through any type of sexual activity that involves skin-to-skin contact or contact with bodily fluids like semen, vaginal fluids, or blood. Condoms and dental dams can help protect you. One of the best ways to prepare for having sex is to talk with your partner about it. Talk to them about getting tested for STIs, having safer sex, using birth control if needed. Talk about your fears and excitement and
I could have swore this was like, what happens the first time you have sex? And no matter what the question is, she says the same shit. Do whatever you want.
ways to have an enjoyable first time. This is your experience. There's no one way to have sex that's better than another. Whatever works for you and your partner and makes you both feel good is good sex. Yes.
Now, she want to go renegade? Go renegade, bitch.
She belongs to the streets.
Yeah, bitch, shut the fuck up. With your nasty ass. Yeasty? Definitely yeasty. Yeasty! All that mileage she got on her pussy? Yeah, I'm calling it out, nigga. I'm not going for this, nigga. I'm tired of bitches like her leading women astray, nigga. Stop doing that shit. You telling me she ain't yeasty and you saw her fucking waistline. Nigga, that yeasty. Sick of this shit. We telling the truth around this motherfucker. Planned Parenthood, y'all going to hell, nigga. What the fuck was that? I got this bitch that can't secure no type of relationship. Oh, I believe she can secure some dick. Maybe not in the daylight, but show me you can secure a wedding ring. And then tell me, once you secure the wedding ring, then I want you to talk to me about how the mileage on your body don't matter. Go ahead. Cause I'll be here. Go on, come on, bitch. When it comes to the devil's message, no matter who they put, they would have looked just as stupid. They might as well have a pimp and prostitute do it. That'd make more sense to me. This bitch is sitting here feeling like Big Meech, Larry Hoover, but she gonna sit here and try to tell me. I mean, the bitch said virginity is a myth. If that ain't only a hoe would say something like that. I'm so sorry. Ladies, if that offends you, you need to look in the mirror, my nigga. Cause nigga, when you start talking about some virginity is a myth, that lets me know your pussy ran through. You ran through. There's why we lying about it. Meanwhile, shaming all the real virgins, all the girls who respected their body and all of this shit. Then a bitch like you get to come around and be like, man, them bitches ain't more special than us. Fuck you mean? That's what you thought? Literally trying to shame girls and shit who are actually virgins to put them all in the same pile as them hoes. You can't make this shit up. Utterly disgusting, bro. We're not promoting sex to kids, yet you literally are. Man, this fucking world is so corrupt. This shit is so fucking corrupt, my nigga. Again, this is why we must stay prayed up. Because as you can see, you remember our grandmas used to say, the devil is busy. What the fuck do you call this? You know what? Let me show you an example. I'm about to show you an example of living the way she lives. Or that's too strong. I don't want to say living the way that she lives. I don't know how she lives. But I want to give you an example of living the way that she's talking about. How about I do that? How about I do that? And then I guess we'll head to Philly. Tell me it ain't.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Guys will pay me to poo on their chest.
How many clients do you have?
I have like 3 like regulars.
How much per turd?
I'd say like a 200. Sometimes they make me stay like over the weekend. I on them every time I have to go. When I have the runs, like they like to get shit on when I have the run, like diarrhea. Well, I don't have a problem shitting like on people because I like went to jail. So like you have to shit in front of people when you're in a cell. So I went to jail for pepper spraying someone.
Why'd you pepper spray him?
Because she was trying to fight me, and I don't fight because that's ratchet, and I'm like a grown woman. So.
Would you let someone poo on you?
No.
Why not?
Because that's gross.
But you do it to them.
Yeah, but I don't even, I hate men, like.
You could have been working at WWE years ago, bitch.
I'm not letting them shit on me. I'm Sagittarius Shawty, and I'm known for...
Sagittarius Shorty. The biggest catfish picture ever. Yeah, your titties are that big. They are that big, but let's keep this a stack. This may be the biggest cat, and it's not really catfish if you look at it. She's literally hiding behind the only thing she wants you to look at. You can't make this shit up.
A battery ting.
What's that mean?
I get fucked by multiple guys at a time.
What was that?
I hate men. Like, I'm not letting them shit on me. I'm Sagittarius Shawty, and I'm known for being a battery ting.
What's that mean?
I get fucked by multiple guys at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. What's your biggest turnoff?
White penis. Because it looks like raw chicken.
When you say white, do you mean all types of whites? So you're including Eastern Europeans in that bracket?
Yeah. It looks like raw chicken. Like.
I'm losing my motherfucking mind, man.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
What about like Central Asian whites, like Kazakhs?
I have bad experience with Asians, so.
All Asians?
No, I had one bad experience, so I don't fuck with Asians anymore.
All the women here are whores.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I believe them. I literally just heard them interview one. So yeah, I believe that shit. I believe that shit. So, you know, sluts. Oh yeah, they in Toronto. Yeah, it's in Toronto ho. Shout out to my folks up north. We see you. Yeah, I hate men, but my whole existence is sitting around men. Got you. Great existence. Yeah, sure you're not. We none of us are. Let's take a trip to Philadelphia, bro.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Yeah, my name is Ra. We're in Kensington, Philadelphia. North Philadelphia, to be exact, somewhat. It's known for a lot of drug use, crime, drug use, prostitution.
What are the most popular drugs here right now?
The trank, the dope, and the fentanyl. What's up, baby? Just doing them dirty, like bad. Like my mother's from down here. My mother used to do every drug in this book. Glad to say she's clean off of everything. But me, when I was a child, my mother was down here doing dope.
she did not look like this. She had a couple track marks, she had a couple little sores and everything, but her limbs wasn't falling off. It's real bad. Like, you can smell them when they walk past. Like,
Do you guys believe addiction is a disease?
yes, it is.
Some people want to get off drugs, but they so deep into it, they can't. No matter how hard they try, they've been doing it for so long, it becomes a part of them.
What do you think's the solution for someone who's that far in the lifestyle of drug addiction?
Well, my honest opinion, I don't think there's no solution.
Well, damn.
They're gonna do it till they die.
There's a fight right behind us. All right, that's it. You got him. That's
Uh-oh, catch the fade.
it. That's it. You stealing? You can't steal. You can't steal. Da bing. No more. Get up. Go.
Nigga, you got dumped in the middle of the street.
This is a typical day in Kensington, a neighborhood in Philadelphia. 400 to 800 people are on the streets here looking for their next high.
What's your name?
Bud,
How long you been out here?
almost 4 years. I think it's crazy, for real.
When do you think you first started doing drugs?
I tried drugs when I was 18. I used heroin until I was 22. So in that period of time, you can kind of see when the writing's on the wall. You know, it's a spiral downward, and eventually it takes you to somewhere like this. Honestly, if I'm being truthful, I'm probably gonna have to get arrested to stop. But when I do get arrested, it's at that point, you know, I'd like to move forward into sobriety. I've had 5 years clean.
That's the weirdest plan of all time.
2 years clean, 1.5 years clean. Hi, Mom. I'm okay. Love you.
And if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God has raised you from the dead, you'll be saved. We are all the same. We have all sinned and fallen
You better listen to this nigga, bro. It's your way out.
short of the glory of God. And like I said before, at the foot of the cross, there's no racism, there's no gender,
There's no gender?
let me repeat that. There is gender, but there is no difference in salvation with respect to gender. If you're a
Yeah, let me revise that because I'm about to slap the shit out of this nigga. There's no gender? Nigga.
fallen short of the glory of God. And like I said
Let him
before,
cook, bro.
at the foot of the cross, there's no racism, there's no gender,
There's no gender?
let me repeat that. There is gender, but there is no difference in salvation with respect to gender. If you're a man, you get saved. If you're a woman, you get saved.
Bar these niggas out.
Let me tell you something. A man will not get to heaven if he's a and
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
Come on,
And I got
OG.
news for you. That means you're gay.
Come on, OG. Come on. Don't mince words with these niggas, OG.
you get saved. Let me tell you something. A man will not get to heaven if he's a and doesn't repent of his homosexuality.
Do you use any of the harm reduction services they offer?
Why would y'all edit? You only edited the word homosexuality so there can be some plausible deniability to what. I mean, he really low key did that to protect him. We don't need protection. He God's son. He's protected.
Right here.
Yeah, we use the needle exchange. Then with harm reduction, they offer like wound care.
What's going on with the wound on your leg, man?
So what it is it's a sore that's caused by an abscess.
How does that happen?
We're not really sure.
This nigga got fucking gangrene.
Honest, most of us think it's the trank that does it.
The dangerous street drug component is officially called xylazine, nicknamed trank, as in tranquilizer. For people who use illicit drugs, it is an X factor, both unseen and possibly fatal.
City officials and the feds say trank is being mixed with opioids.
My name is Roslyn Pichardo, founder of Operation Save Our City. I work
Y'all losing right now.
with families of homicide victims, and I'm a harm reductionist.
So what is xylazine?
So xylazine is like a tranquilizer. It's not made for human consumption, it's made for animals. It's used on mice, it's used on it's like a sedative that's made it into the drug supply. I mean, it's been here for 6 years, but we're seeing it a lot more now.
She sounds not only tired, but broken.
A drug commonly used to sedate horses is now being linked to overdose deaths across the country.
Trank was detected in 34% of all overdose deaths in 2021.
It's like a vasoconstrictor. It constricts your veins, and it just makes it hard to circulate. And then next thing you know, you got infection, you have amputation, you have rotting skin.
They say that like the filler is like really acidic. It's like when you get a cut, it's like almost like the acid tries to get out of your system, like through like the weak point or something in your veins, you know. So it's like these wounds, they don't heal, man. I've had this on my leg for like over a year, same size, man.
And have you attempted to get any like health care for it?
Nothing official, you know, but I do take care of it. Clean gauze, soap and water, you know, Meta Honey.
So I have a lot of wound care supplies. I had a lot of snacks, socks. It's just not enough. We may have like maybe 6, 7 teams out here from different hospitals, but it's just more or less the magnitude of people that are here coming from all over the country to consume this stuff that's not made for human consumption.
Is this nigga gold, nigga?
I would say 70% are not from here. 70-80% are not from here.
I'm from Baltimore. I went to rehab like a month ago, and I ended up leaving with a...
This nigga got a Popeye arm.
girl that's from here and been here ever since, and basically got stuck down here. I got a family back home in Baltimore.
Is he bleeding currently?
3 kids, and this shit's different. Like, totally different. We took a trip back one time and got the dope, and it does nothing now. So basically, I'm up here because this shit is fucking different. Like,
they come here because we have that good shit.
Apparently.
No, they come here because we got that good drug.
This is wild, bro. I've never seen something like this shit ever in my life. Like Baltimore's ran by the gangs and shit. Like, Trank ain't even hit Baltimore yet. Like, I'm telling you, when it hits Baltimore, that shit's about to be a war zone because nothing else gonna get anybody high.
What's going on with your right arm here, man?
And somebody missed, and I ended up getting a blood infection, and I was septic. Like, last week, I was in ICU for 4 days.
Do you know what might have caused it?
Trank and a coke.
What about you?
And Stephen A. Smith telling niggas to stay off the weed. Nah, there's some other place we need to slide past, cuz.
You, man?
Well, look, my voice is mangled because when I was getting hit, somebody was hitting me, they hit my voice box.
You got your voice box crushed in a fight?
I mean, that's what they say, but I'm going on like 3 weeks. Trank is nasty shit. It's an animal tranquilizer that was used on horses. You can look around and see and go, ooh, ooh.
Nigga, this nigga look like a Call of Duty zombie in real life.
This nigga look like a real life COD zombie, bro.
Ooh.
Yeah, he straight got a Johnny.
Ultimately, it's not that person's fault. Take the fucking Trank away. My fucking leg is horrible. I'm embarrassed by it. I wash, clean, put antibiotic fucking ointment on it, wrap it every day.
But somebody said in the chat, y'all still put the drug in you though. That's why.
Every time I can, I'm in that shower. This has been here for 5 fucking months.
The flesh-eating condition caused by Trank is referred to as necrotizing fasciitis. This condition was mentioned briefly during my visit to a harm reduction facility in San Francisco.
Necrotizing fasciitis, which is a flesh-eating disease.
But I wanted to learn more about what's actually going on beneath the skin when you see these types of lesions. So I found a dermatologist named Dr. Cartwright to help break it down.
Sure, I'm Martina Cartwright. I'm the Vice President of Medical Affairs for a small dermatology company. Xylazine is not an opioid. It's actually an anesthetic meant for horses and other large animals. So necrotizing fasciitis is just a name for dead tissue. It causes death of the fascia, which is right underneath the skin surface, and it can even go deeper than that. So what you're seeing, that blackened tissue, again, is dead tissue, and below that is a harbored infection.
Now, how long after injecting Trank would it take for this condition to set in?
It's hard to say, but it oftentimes only takes a few days. Treatment is very complicated. You have to get the individual into the hospital right away to receive IV antibiotics. They also have to debride that wound, which means you take off the dead layers of skin and tissue. And sometimes that can go as deep as the bone. If they don't get the immediate treatment, it will spread and oftentimes cause a systemic infection called sepsis. Sepsis is a systemic infection that affects all the organs. So it's characterized by low blood pressure, rapid heart rate, increased temperature, and high white blood cell count. And it often has a very high death rate.
What is the death rate?
It's over 50%.
Is there any type of treatment for sepsis?
Amputation is the only treatment.
This nigga gotta get his Popeye arm cut off.
Not getting enough blood flow and nutrients to the area where the tissue has died, and it just keeps spreading. You can think of it almost like water spreading in a puddle. It goes from one small place and then it spreads throughout the limb, and if they don't seek treatment to get that blood flow back in there, they're going to lose their limb.
Once symptoms have progressed beyond their initial stage, which is marked by dramatic inflammation of the affected limb, the skin begins to corrode. After that, the only real option is amputation, which in America,
real life Walking Dead,
costs $45,000 without insurance. So it's not uncommon in Kensington for Trank addicts to chop off their own limbs to stop the disease from progressing onto their internal organs. Now, I can genuinely say that in all my years reporting, I have never seen something this horrifying. And on a human level, I was struck with a piercing sense of anger and genuine frustration that there was actually someone out there, probably in plain sight, making a killing selling Trank in Philadelphia, an evil drug slowly killing thousands of people in real time, who even if they miraculously get clean, will never recover from the damage it does to their body. All in the name of profit, because I guess fentanyl just wasn't enough to pay the bills. Still, it's my job as a journalist to speak to everyone. So I asked around, does anybody know where this stuff comes from? I was told that at the top of the supply chain, almost all of Philadelphia's Trank is created by a tight-knit pair of two brothers who've achieved a monopoly on the flow of xylazine in and out of Philadelphia after Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro made it temporarily illegal 6 months ago.
So you just all you did was made the price of the brick go up.
Veterinarians to prescribe or even possess xylazine.
Governor Shapiro is taking aggressive action to stop the spread of xylazine, also known as Trank, directing the State Department of Health to list it as a Schedule III narcotic.
The Trank brothers agreed to meet with me, but wouldn't give me an exact address. They first told me to go to the parking lot of Max's Cheesesteaks in North Philly. From there, they gave me walking directions to the stash house, where the door was left wide open for me to enter.
They do
There I
anything
was,
for clout.
with the
They do anything for clout.
Walter White and Jesse Pinkman of Trank.
The Walter White and Jesse Pinkman of Trank. Of all the stupid shit they would have done, sitting down with Channel 5 News might not have been it. I mean, he ain't gonna snitch.
This is the Kensington finest. They love it. There's a lot going on. A little bit of dope, a little bit of Trank, a little bit of Fetty. This should be about like 50 grams right here. This is good for about like $2,000, between $2,000 and $4,000. You know, it don't cost that much neither, man. It don't cost that much.
I'm sure you've seen a lot of people have died from overdoses from this stuff.
Yeah.
Molly Kotchenberger was just 30 years old when an
You trying to die. Yeah, I know you, have you seen motherfuckers be dying over this shit?
Overdose claimed her life. Her aunt says a dangerous veterinary tranquilizer was to blame.
We saw that she had fentanyl and xylazine in her system.
Do you feel any sense of like responsibility?
Yeah, I feel bad. They can't spend more money with me. Fuck.
You know, Rick is so wild and has went so far off the meter. It's shit that I can't even tell you on TV. I mean, you know, for the sake of our friendship, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna bring it up. But trust me, he's went there. He has went where it's like, yo, Rick, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You done took this shit too far. And his response is like this: there's no such place. Darkness. Let's go to the abyss, nigga! I'm not with it, man. I don't want to go to the abyss, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick wants to go to the abyss. In fact, he dwells in the abyss. Rick James dwells in the abyss, okay? And he wants company sometimes, you know? And for some reason, he likes to reach out for me. Whenever I'm around, when he wants to go there, he will reach out for me to try to take me to the abyss with him. And I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. And that's when we end up, you know, tussling or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
So, I guess we know who the Walter White of the situation is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, what is trank?
Trank is a liquid base. It's like a tranquilizer, obviously, but it's already put together as we speak though. I gotta put it into like a blender and really get it down to a powder form so I can get all my work from it, get it done, get it on the streets, and do what you gotta do.
I saw online that it kind of originated as like a veterinary thing, right?
Yeah. So when you get your hands on it at first, it's not really breaking the law until you really like put it together.
Is there like a kind of dirty veterinarian involved somewhere along the way?
Yeah. Plenty of them. You know, it don't cost that much neither.
He's right. For a licensed veterinarian, a bottle of xylazine, capable of doubling the strength of an ounce of fentanyl, costs only $33. Is there a limit to how much you can get at one time?
Sometimes.
And what is that limit?
So an average bottle, I'd say we probably get about like 4 or 5 average, 4 to 5 bottles. Okay.
How much is each bottle?
So average between, I'd say 300 to 700. It's gonna come to 1,000 if the person really stingy don't want you to know what's going on.
And it's typically veterinarians, huh?
Yeah. Well, no.
So veterinarians are flipping $30 bottles of this shit for upwards of $1,000 for the streets.
No. He's the first guy, but we talk to the 4th, 5th, 6th guy. Yeah, I don't go right to the farms and get it, no. I got some people that make runs. I don't really make runs myself, but I make sure I pay them very well to get what I need. We do what we gotta do, but I need y'all to get it here. I can't go get it myself.
Do you have any of the bottles with you?
You see that bottle right there? Yeah, that's that money right there. See my guy ain't moving.
Do you kind of moderate like how much you put into the fentanyl packets?
Yes, you got to.
Do you know how many bottles that was in that?
There? Yeah, that's that money right there. See my guy ain't moving.
You see this shit?
Do you kind of moderate?
And it's a bunch of those little bottles.
Like how much you put into the fentanyl packets?
Yes, you got to. You don't want to kill them. You want them to enjoy themselves. You don't want to kill them.
You think trank's like a pretty enjoyable experience?
Yeah.
It causes an anesthetic effect, so lower heart rate, a sense of calming. It almost rivals that of heroin.
Interesting.
And they don't go through harsh withdrawals.
What does trank feel like?
Trank makes me feel like I'm asleep. Honestly, it's kind of like a daze. I'm from like the heroin days. You know, I'm in it for the rush. You know, the euphoric rush from.
I'm from the heroin days. This nigga, he ain't even hearing himself.
The drugs. Trank really doesn't offer that, but what it does offer is a cheap nod.
How much is a single dose of trank?
A single dose of trank, like in a dope bag form?
Yeah.
$10, $5 to $10.
Oh, $5 for a bag of fentanyl mixed with a tranquilizer.
How many do you think you sell a day?
Hundreds of thousands.
From a distribution standpoint,
Oh, wait.
the Trank brothers supply between 15 to 20 blocks in Philadelphia every day with their own bundles of Trank. They estimate that each block alone sells 10,000 doses.
So if a block doing 100 bundles, and there's 14 bags in a bundle, that's about 10,000 packets.
This economy generates $500,000 every day, but as we saw, costs many customers their lives and limbs. Have you seen the effects of it on people's body?
Yes, that's just like that, and it's not good. Normally, if you do it the right way, it won't happen like that. But if you miss, it will tear your ass up.
Do you feel any sense of like responsibility for that?
No responsibility.
How come?
Because I'm not the one that's giving it to them directly.
So you have other people that
I'm lost in the food chain, nigga. I'm somewhere.
work for you.
Yes, I do.
How many people do you think work under you?
50 average.
What's like their average age typically?
Average age, teenagers, dealers, teenagers, older people, yeah, sometimes, but they normally the drug addicts.
I see you have some protection on you here.
Yeah, got to, all the time. Glocks, Smith & Wessons, we put everything, whatever we can get our hands on. But Glocks is our favorite. They are very, very reliable. There's a lot of robbers. Everybody can't get their hands on this stuff.
Why is it so hard to get this stuff?
Why? Yeah, because we stingy. We're not gonna show everybody. We don't want everybody getting our money. So when they see people that got blocks that's doing real good numbers, they like to rob the hustlers. And when they rob the hustlers, they messing with me. And therefore, I gotta take care of them.
How do you?
Andrew, you really want to ask this question?
Take care of stuff.
Normally death. Normally death.
You ever shot anybody before?
Yes, sir.
How was that experience?
I don't know. I don't remember.
How'd you first start doing this?
Friends, poverty.
I don't know. I don't remember.
No cash. And seeing that they like it better than dope.
How would you describe your upbringing like in general?
Regular. Nothing crazy. Regular poverty.
How about your like home life?
Regular, but it wasn't enough.
How old were you think when you first started to just like figure you didn't want to work a regular job?
Never worked a regular job.
Really?
Never.
Not even for like one shift at Starbucks?
No.
How long have you been doing this for?
I'd say about 10 years.
How do you feel about what's going on in K&A?
K&A? I'm not really too far from that area, but I know my stuff is over there, and they loving it, you know? Some people got dope, some people got dope with Trank, some people got dope with fentanyl. So about what you can get your hands on.
I forgot to mention, Trank prices are kept fixed by the cartel. The original crooked
kept fixed
veterinarian at the top of the supply chain doesn't sell to the Trank brothers or anyone directly. They sell wholesale to a broker who works for a Mexican drug cartel. What are those guys like?
Sturdy, very sturdy. They wouldn't do what I'm doing.
Do they kind of control things on like a high level?
Yes, they do. Prices, people's lives.
For my own safety, I don't want to say which one, but the cartel sets a fixed price for xylazine bottles and closely monitors Trank as it travels down the supply chain, particularly as it moves from the Trank brothers onto the blocks, like Kensington. If any blocks are found to be cutting and weakening Trank to maximize profit, or getting xylazine from outside veterinarians, they would almost instantly be killed, and the cartel doesn't have to do it themselves.
They can get you touched without even being here.
That sounds very cartelish. You really call yourself a cartel if you can't get people touched without being there? I'm just asking. I don't know.
Really?
Yes, sir. They'll drop the price.
Just like a bag on somebody's head?
Yeah, no problem.
And that word just kind of circulates around? In the past year, though, this market has become increasingly difficult to regulate due to an overseas manufacturer called Han Hong Pharmaceuticals, which is an unregulated company based in Wuhan, China. This company, which should be a household name, is funded directly by the infamous Wuhan Institute of Virology. But I like having a YouTube channel, so I'm gonna save my cross-analysis for a later date. Anyways, Han Hong Pharmaceuticals was recently revealed to be the company solely responsible for selling fentanyl precursors to the Mexican drug cartels, who then bake these chemicals in a laboratory into pills and powder to import into the United States. Because of the success of the open-air Trank market in Philadelphia, this company recently figured out about xylazine. And so, about a year ago, Han Hong began selling their own variant of xylazine, but instead of liquid, in a powder form for only $20 a kilo, which they've been attempting to sell to drug dealers in Philadelphia on platforms like Telegram and WhatsApp. Unlike the trade of fentanyl, which requires the cartel as a middleman to bake the precursors, Han Hong's invention of powdered xylazine allows them to cut out the cartel as a middleman and sell directly to dealers. For a period of time, this was a real game changer for trank dealers.
They can get it off the internet. They can order it from anywhere. And what's sad is you don't even have to be in the veterinarian field to receive it through the mail from Chinese dealers.
However, this majorly weakened the control of the cartel, who had already set a fixed price for liquid xylazine bottles, leading them to impose a death sentence on anyone caught receiving or trading powdered Chinese xylazine. This green light on someone's life, however, is imposed remotely. Because Philadelphia is so poor, all the cartel has to do is contact the city's gang leaders through private channels, with someone's picture, their name, and a price. In the following days, a feeding frenzy for that person's life will ensue.
3 gunmen firing dozens of shots in broad daylight, killing a 19-year-old man who was sitting on some steps.
Well, damn.
From an outside perspective, it may look like gang warfare or just simply black-on-black crime, but it's actually a proxy war between Chinese corporations and Mexican drug cartels. For this reason, the advent of trank in Philadelphia has led to a major spike in homicides, and almost nobody has a bigger target on their head than the Trank brothers. What are your aspirations like for your whole life?
Well, I get in and get out. I've been in for quite a while, but since the trank and the fentanyl have been here, profit's been very skyrocket, so I assume I've been doing this too long, but until then, I gotta do what I gotta do.
So you do think you'll get out of the dope game eventually?
Yes, I will.
What do you want to do when you're out?
Get a business. I like cars. I like fancy cars.
What's your favorite kind of car?
Dodge Charger, Hellcat.
This nigga, he named every hood vehicle. Scat Pack, SRTs, all the,
Grand Cherokee. I like money.
What's your favorite way to spend money, like after you get it?
On my bitches. Bitches, food, fancy cars, jewelry.
Like taking girls out to restaurants?
Yes. Hell yeah.
What kind of food do you like?
I like pastas, I like pizza, I like steak.
Sick.
Most important, lamb. I'm a lamb type guy.
Oh, nice. What do you think's the best place in Philly to get lamb?
Lamb? Here. Like dark-skinned women.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Attitude or more calm?
Both.
Nice.
Only you know how to fucking listen.
Have you ever tried this stuff before?
Fuck no. Well, never.
You think drugs are harmful?
Yes, it is harmful.
How come?
We don't like it. Why? And look, you see what it's doing. It's killing everybody.
Do you feel any sense of like responsibility?
No. They're gonna fucking buy it off me. You wanna sell drugs tomorrow, guess what they're gonna buy it off of? You too. All kids stay away from drugs. All kids stay away from drugs.
All right, guys. Appreciate
You need to listen to that nigga.
it. Thanks for your time. After leaving the Trank brothers' house, I felt conflicted. On one hand, you could say that they're evil.
Y'all niggas gotta understand something. You don't come in my motherfucking chat questioning nobody, nigga. I don't fucking know you up around me. You don't come in my motherfucking chat questioning anybody about anything.
I do think it's evil. They're taking advantage of people that have addiction problems, mental illness.
They're producing a drug that destroys people's lives and bodies. But on the other hand, even they have caveats that protect them from responsibility and give them an ethical high ground no matter what. For example, they say trank users don't go through harsh withdrawals.
And they don't go through harsh withdrawals.
Meaning they're providing a less painful experience than a typical fentanyl dealer. However, we learned from Dr. Cartwright, this is not true.
The come down from that drug is so horrific and painful for them, they'll check themselves out of the hospital and start all over again.
They also claim that necrotizing fasciitis only sets in if you miss a vein.
If you do it the right way, it won't happen like that. But if you miss, it will tear your ass up.
Meaning, it's all the fault of the user for not doing it right. This is also false.
It's more likely to happen if you miss a vein, but regardless, it will occur.
And most interestingly, they say that if they don't do it, someone else will, framing themselves as powerless cogs in the drug machine.
They're gonna fucking buy it off me. You wanna sell drugs tomorrow, guess what they're gonna buy it off of? You too.
I believe that at one point, probably early on, they realized that making trank was wrong. But after seeing such astronomical profits come in, their brains constructed protective pathways to shield their souls from guilt and flood their conscience with the same affirmation. Yes, what I'm selling is harmful, But if I stop, somebody will take my position. Therefore, it is not wrong for me to profit from this, because even if I abstain from selling it, the market will continue. It all reflects a deeply antisocial, alienated, nihilistic worldview, in which the individual has absolutely no power in influencing or changing the trajectory of a doomed society. Recognizing the spiritual sickness that runs through the veins of this collapsing country, greed, death, and decay become seen as absolutes. And so, the alienated individual figures, they're just temporary placeholders for an omnipresent evil, an evil that will exist with or without them. I began to wonder if this psychology was shared by even more heinous criminals, like child traffickers or elephant poachers. Does anybody actually accept, embrace, and consciously spread evil, or do they all construct frameworks to avoid moral responsibility? And speaking of moral responsibility, what are the ethics behind what I'm doing? Is my coverage of places like Kensington unethical and kind of fucked up? Since making my last video in San Francisco, I've become aware of an entire side of the internet, particularly YouTube, that films homeless people under the guise of humanization and does huge numbers, and understandably so. Poverty is pornographic. The difference is, you don't generally jerk off to homeless content or hood vlogs, but it tantalizes a similarly curious part of the brain that gets excited by the forbidden and dangerous. For that reason, Kensington is pretty much the #1 homeless YouTube content zone in the country. In fact, there's like 50 YouTube documentaries up right now, just like this one.
Chino, hay un chico que se encuentra mal y a ver si lo puede ayudar. Está desnudo.
Which all follow pretty much the same marketing strategy. City of Zombies, further dehumanizing Americans suffering from necrotizing fasciitis, and purposely using salacious language to collect ad revenue from views, which because of our declining attention span, which also comes as a result of a Chinese psyop called TikTok, are best driven by clickbait titles and shocking keyframes. Upon further investigation, it would appear that Kensington's largest export besides trank is definitely content, a two-syllable term that represents the transformation of art into a flat commodity, of which value is determined solely by engagement, not quality. Meaning, a content creator could realize that the product he's selling is bad for society, but so long as the market demand is there, he will continue. You see where I'm going with this? The Trank brothers aren't the only ones profiting from human suffering in Kensington, and many locals feel that much of the content filmed here does much more harm than it does good for the neighborhood.
Well, everybody I see on YouTube that come down here and get some content, I feel as though it's not for the right intentions. They don't ask the right questions, they just record, they try to get the best video, they try to go viral, they try to get attention to their channel, but the message ain't what it's supposed to be. You understand what I'm saying?
What's up, right there? Good to meet you.
There's a lot of originals right here. Everybody that walked up is literally from down here, like literally 20 plus years.
Yeah, I lived down here all my life type shit.
Fucked up. Now I'm having motion blanks fast for that. Baby, I'm a rapper, I ain't no trap. I'm a cat, little cat, and a nigga cracks with the touch that. Cracks and silk, Dr. Drake, you something in my ass. Fuck the money up.
I see my man hot, he don't even rap, but for the camera though, he was nice.
Hey, that was fire.
Yeah, it definitely was, man.
So growing up here, what was it like, man? Hell. If I can describe one word, hell. In what sense? Niggas' moms dying, niggas dying in front
And
of
to
you.
be honest,
before the, early 90s, this used to be a Caucasian neighborhood.
And there was my story. Yes, it was a Caucasian neighborhood. This was Kensington in 1982. You're probably asking yourself, what the hell happened? It's a long story, but let's get into it. As a Philadelphia native myself who grew up in a neighborhood called Fairmount, just a 15-minute drive from Kensington, I've always been aware of the chaotic, corrupt, and confusing history of Philadelphia. And at some point while discussing the history of Kensington with locals, I realized that was the true story that needed coverage. It's obvious to the naked eye that Kensington is horrifying, but few ask the question, how did it get like this? Unlike San Francisco's Tenderloin, which is mainly a result of neglect and progressive policy, Kensington is a story of police corruption, deep-rooted segregation, and now is the face of a blatant scheme by property developers associated with Temple University, who've laid out a five-year plan to revitalize the Kensington corridor. 6 blocks down the street from the open-air drug market across Lehigh Avenue, developers have already began mass buyouts of property, both residential and commercial, and the police, in turn, are helping them to displace homeless people and push them further up the street toward the open-air drug market. With this in mind,
well, damn.
And it's quite obvious that the city is allowing the open-air drug market to flourish in order to lower property values and drive out local residents and businesses. That way, they can buy it up at a low cost, then begin enforcing drug laws, push addicts further away, and turned Kensington into a full-blown gentrified corridor, complete with juice bars, yoga studios, and so forth. Sounds crazy, but as you'll learn, for Philadelphia, this is regular. Let's go back to the year 1900.
Nigga. All of this going back in time to try to figure out how we got here, that is such a waste of time. You gotta understand, bro, the devil will always exist. We will never rid the world of everything of this nature. And I know that sounds gloom and doom, but have you not seen enough evidence of this in your short lifespan and reading about lifespans before ours? Again, we hear this whole shit and they trying to make it seem like it's, bro, this sounds like the government got everybody hooked on drugs and put everybody on. Because you got cartels fighting with Chinese people. Like, none of these people are Philadelphia natives. Hold on right quick. Check one. Hey, heard him on the monitor coughing. Had to go check on him. Like, these parts of documentaries are, I feel, are all filler. Because it don't matter. It does not matter that white people used to live here and now they don't, and like nobody owns that block anymore. You hear the nigga talking about who owns the block, he like way away from it. I mean, the nigga, he's so comfortable and he know the cartel run the shit so much. The cartel probably was the one that told him to do the shit. Just so they could check that nigga out. It's some fucked up shit, bro. And you got cartels fighting with cartels from another country fighting with a hospital or a medical facility from another country. And I'm supposed to believe all of this shit's happening, and the US just, we not making no money from it, and there's nothing we can really do about it. Even though y'all probably made several fucking low-level ass arrests, several. But none of them ever get rolled up to anything.
Welcome to the Terror Dome.
Like some of the motherfuckers that's sitting outside, they waiting to get locked up. They just waiting for their turn. And then dude with the hoodie all pulled, if he get pinched, they cartel probably gonna kill him just to make sure. It sucks, big. That shit sucks. Motherfuckers be thinking this shit's all G. That shit's just. It's sad, and I definitely hope for the best and whatnot. All I can hope for is for people to individually get up out of it. That's the best we can hope for. This other shit is just like we'll never stop all of this. And I know that sounds gloom and doom, but it's not gloom and doom. That can actually give you a cursor or a starting point as to where things can be fixed. And one place that things can be fixed is help people who want to be helped. Continue to pray. Don't be afraid to help anybody that wants help because you're afraid that they may use it for blah. No, that's their choice. You never know. That one time you was going to give them that money, they probably was going to go use it to do something to get away from it. But since you didn't, they just share it with their friend later. You never know. You know what I mean? So it ain't even your place. If you can help. If you can't, you can't. You know what I mean? But, these people aren't to be feared. I don't see whatever that flesh-eating thing is, and because I said that looks like a Call of Duty zombie, doesn't mean that I fear this person and I'm afraid they're gonna attack me and all. Like, bro, I'm God's son, bro. I pray for all people involved. I'm not getting ready to do the history because I hate the history part because, again, you trying to do this history thing to try to figure out a way that you're going to get it to a point where it doesn't happen no more. It's not going to happen. You got to figure out a way to keep you and your people, anybody that'll listen to you, out the way. But I want to see. Apparently, there was a plane crash. I want to see this right quick. I think I'm gonna have to watch something funny after I watch this plane crash. I do want to see what the fuck happened here. Well, this news report, not the actual thing, I guess. Yeah, don't. The thing is, fix people, because my whole thing is if all of that disaster and shit we saw, if anybody could help one person get up out of that, just like change, that's a massive success, because that shit don't look like shit you can get out of. Total demon time.
We're clear to land, but we're not going to make the runway. We've lost both engines.
Breaking tonight at 11, engines out. A jet pilot with nowhere to go but Alligator Alley.
Oh my God. It took the top of that truck.
Witnesses watching in horror a crash landing, then a ball of flames.
I could see some people running from the plane.
Out of the smoke, a glimmer of hope. Somehow, there were survivors.
Live team coverage tonight from the
What?
major traffic nightmare to what may have led to the tragedy. Local 10 News starts now.
The one and only Local 10 News starts right now.
And good evening. Off the top at 11, a deadly emergency landing near Naples, a jet crashing into a car on I-75 before bursting into a ball of flames.
We know 3 people on board made it out alive. We have live team coverage. Cody Weddle is in Fort Lauderdale, where the charter company is based.
And Samir Nefsi is standing by with the traffic mess, but we begin with our Roy Ramos, live near the scene with the very latest on this investigation. Roy.
They got this nigga out here with this traffic vest on.
Calvin and Nicole, well, in just a few moments, you will hear radio transmissions from that pilot informing the tower that both of his engines have failed and he will not be able to make it back to the Naples airport. This investigation still ongoing. Traffic does remain shut down on the southbound lanes of I-75. Just about 2 hours or so ago, the northbound lanes reopened, but off in the distance right there, you can see those investigators continuing to gather evidence as they now work to find out what caused this plane to crash.
Oh my God.
Drivers passing by in shock as a plane crashed onto the lanes of I-75 Friday.
Yeah, it's a big one. Oh, man.
As the aircraft went up in flames, an explosion sent large black plumes of smoke into the air. This cell phone video we obtained showed people remarkably running from the wreckage. This as drivers were still traveling on the interstate.
It looked like it was broken in half from the impact. Fully engulfed in flames, dark black smoke.
Gary Elsinger said he was with his son who was driving with his learner's permit headed to Tampa when he witnessed the plane go down.
My son says, "Oh, I just saw an explosion." And I thought it was probably a car accident. And as we get closer, we're like, wait a minute, is that a plane?
We've learned that aircraft is a Bombardier Challenger 604,
Well, damn.
a dual-engine jet seen here that crashed after the pilot is heard reporting engine failure to the tower at Naples Airport.
We're clear to land, but we're not going to make the runway. We've lost both engines.
The FAA reporting there were 5 people aboard at the time the aircraft crashed down, even hitting a vehicle on the interstate. While 2 have died, 3 others have survived.
Off the highway, there's a truck that looked like it had gotten hit by the actual plane as well.
As the FAA and the NTSB now investigate what caused that plane to come crashing down, its witnesses still stunned by what they saw.
It was a pretty bad crash. I feel bad for anybody that was in there.
So right now we are working to find out if anyone that was in that vehicle struck by that plane was injured. As for this investigation, we can tell you that the NTSB does have investigators who have already arrived here on scene. They do expect more investigators to arrive tomorrow morning. That is when they will take a look at this wreckage. Now, at some point, this wreckage will be moved to another location where it will be reviewed in further detail. We'll be sure to keep you posted on any details that come our way regarding this. For now, here in Naples, Roy Ramos, Local 10 News.
Nigga, thank the Lord they got, I don't know how they got out of that plane. That was insane. That was insane to say the least. Damn. Looking like Wendy Williams got a waist set. Oh no. Well, at least that wasn't as tragic as that I thought it was gonna be. Thank God for that. A little bit of exhale on that one, just like, wait, this nigga's running from it? Running from it. I mean, how do you make that's like a 1 in a million landing like that and nobody dying, bro? Like when I saw the thumbnail show, I was like, oh no. This car on a crash on the highway. What in the WPS is going on here? Hold on, nigga. Tomorrow we doing Taylor Hale tomorrow. Or Taylor Hale. Same bitch. Taylor Swift tomorrow. That's just going to be it. What the fuck is this though?
A former employee of Burger King became a millionaire by creating crazy cars. Mike Vetter wanted to build a car unlike any other.
Yeah, RIP to the two who died. And when I said I misspoke. Thank you, KS. I did totally misspoke. That could have been so much worse. Condolences to all families involved. Man, that could have been so much more tragic.
Ever created, and he managed to do it. Meet the Chevrolet Cobalt, or rather the former Cobalt turned into an extraterrestrial vehicle, or simply ETV. The car looks so futuristic that the first ETV became one of the most viewed cars in eBay history and was sold for $190,000. Since then, Vetter has built many crazy cars such as the Dementia, Moonraker, and Slash. All of them are created according to individual customer orders and are allowed to drive on public roads. He even attracted the attention of movie studios with his cars, and the Joker's bright pink Vador in the movie Suicide Squad was remade by Vetter. Would you like to own one of these crazy cars? A former
Nigga, I ain't got enough.
employee of Burger King became a millionaire by creating crazy cars. Mike Vetter wanted to build a car unlike any other ever created, and he managed to do it. Meet the Chevrolet Cobalt, or rather the former Cobalt turned into an extraterrestrial vehicle, or simply ETV. The car looks so futuristic
Look at that shit.
that the first ETV became one of the most viewed cars in eBay history and was sold for $190,000.
Like it just looks weird. I wouldn't even want to drive that on the game.
Since then, Vetter has built many crazy cars such as the Dementia, Moonraker,
Like this one. Like what the fuck is that? You pull up in that, niggas is calling the motherfucking Homeland Security. Like, what is that, bro? I mean, yeah, does it look like cool in the sense of like, what is it cool? Yeah, but in the sense of like, I want to drive around, look like, can you drive around looking like any more of a douchebag than this? Sitting at the like, the fuck you looking at, bro? The fuck you mean, nigga? You see you in that goofy piece of shit? Good night, Bob. Oh, this is definitely WPS. A Texas, what is a Texas Twinkie? What the fuck is that?
Let's make some delicious Texas Twinkies. We're gonna be using the Go-To blend by Fire and Smoke Society. This is a perfect blend for any large cut of meat. Gonna be smoking a brisket overnight at 215 degrees until the next morning. We're reaching an internal temperature of 175. We're gonna place it in foil along with some beef tallow until 203. We're gonna let it rest, and we're gonna go ahead and slice it on up. Now you're gonna see the filling that you see on the screen. Put it in a bowl, mix it all up. Load up your jalapenos. We're gonna be placing these in the smoker at 275 degrees until the bacon is nice and crispy. Then we're gonna brush on your favorite barbecue sauce. This came out absolutely fantastic. We're gonna give them a go. You can find the Go-To blend via link in my bio.
A Texas Twinkie. Y'all be doing too much, nigga. I like bacon. Well, generally everybody stands. But all right, let's test that theory. You like bacon? Let's test that right here. This is my favorite place to eat. I would eat the Texas Twinkie too, but the fact that we would admit that's where the problem comes in. Throw that shit in the trash. Throw that away. Nigga, what you just standing there for? Throw that shit away. Yeah, we gotta watch white mamas make lunch.
Here's what my kids are having for lunch. I made golden fried rice, which is a type of fried rice where you coat the rice with egg yolks before stir frying. I used wax paper to line the lunch boxes for easy cleaning, especially when you are packing greasy food. We have some leftover grilled wings, all drums because we ate all the flats last night. They're also having some mixed veggies. Here we have a cherry plum. It's bigger than a cherry, smaller than a plum. Cut it in half crosswise, give it a twist, then use a knife to hold the seed and give it another twist. This way you can maximize the space in the lunchbox and add more instead of adding them whole. For something sweet, here we have some mini bundt cakes, one birthday cake, and one chocolate, and that's it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I will see you next time.
And there you go. The ramen noodle shit, I'm good. But me, I don't like ramen noodles. I ate it so much as a kid, can't eat it no more. Can't do it. Y'all make $1.2 million making what? I saw like 2 seconds of this and I don't believe you made $1 million on this. Yeah, we seen this. You made $1 million on that? Damn lie, nigga. Yeah. Nah, nigga, just throw that away. Sometimes you fuck up, you know what I mean? You fuck that all up. And scrub that grill down before you start some new shit. Not going for that. Hold on. I'm gonna show you this nigga that's up and coming, right? Let me see how many followers he got now. I don't know what, bro. I never search for food shit. This is why it's always hilarious when when it's like that's pretty much all my shorts is food, sports, and police shit. I don't know. I really don't know, but this nigga he just hit 1,000. This nigga's fucking shorts be having me in tears. No matter what he's eating. Bro, nigga, this is a fat nigga that like eating, bro. It's funny to me. Shit funny to me. Oh, download it? Didn't. Go back.
Now we talking.
Pause. Where the hell he be getting this shit from? Pause. First of all, you want to know when you on some fat people shit? When people give you requests to be on fat people shit. Yeah, now take that shit and dip that shit in. I'm just saying. I don't feel fat to y'all, man. Fuck y'all, bro. That's some fat people shit, bro. Do not be doing special requests. She said bark from a tree. Nah, what this is what this nigga be eating all the time, though. I'm like, nigga, it's just, bro, these are the pause. I'm like, nigga, pause.
I'm live right now. Come chill with your boy.
Oh, I don't want to. No, nigga. You gotta just make the video, nigga. I'm not coming to chill with you. Look, bro, I didn't know people in this space be this weird. It gets weird in the food space. Y'all niggas is gross. Y'all niggas down there be fetishized.
Sometimes things in life can be more than what they appear to be.
We need this as an audio, big dog.
Just when you think it's all gas, you can mess around and shit yourself.
What was that?
Sometimes things in life can be more than what they appear to be. Just when you think it's all gas, you can mess around and shit yourself.
I'm losing my motherfucking mind, man.
Nigga, I think it's probably both. I don't understand the romantic music after you just. Yeah, them wasn't prawns. Those are crawfish. He goes by the Craw King, so that, I mean, that's on brand. It is on brand. Man, shout out to the Craw King, bro. It's time to get on, nigga. That nigga's live, so you can go. What am I gonna watch you do live? Like, I wouldn't go watch Kuso live. What? I wouldn't watch nothing. What am I gonna watch him live for? Well, this type of live. It'd be different if it's like more of the video blog, we visiting the space type shit, but just like Teach his own. My bad. All right. Now what's this? This claims to be. I mean, I guess I have to see it now. Now I know why this popped up because we looked at turkey leg cut yesterday. The first stuffed turkey leg in Los Angeles. Is that what it says? That's what it says.
Today is my first time trying a stuffed turkey leg in LA, and I pulled up to somebody's house to get it.
What?
Today is my first time trying a stuffed turkey leg in LA.
Only open Fridays. Call, text, DM to place order. Appetizers and Mo. 1516 West 95th Street. Nigga, this is somebody's crib.
And I pulled up to somebody's house to get it.
What's up? Well, I came down to 95th Street to try this out, man.
We do this every Friday, stuffed turkey legs, loaded baked potatoes, everything that you
Filet
need.
mignon,
chicken.
okay.
This is the stuffed turkey leg, and this is the brisket loaded potato.
Well, look at this thing, man. Look at that thing, boy. I feel like I'm in LA, but I'm in Houston or something. Dirty rice, shrimp, turkey leg. Look at that bite. It's over with. First bite certified. There's so much going on right here, man. That flavor is out of this world, dog. It is a little on the salty side if you got high blood pressure.
Nigga, you shouldn't be getting. If you got high blood pressure, why are you going to get a whole turkey leg?
This is well worth $30. Let's see. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. Be real now. Gotta tell the truth, man. Why are we here? Why? What are you supposed to do in the restaurant? They need 30 of them. Look at the head. You doing your thing. I really appreciate it. For sure.
Today is my first time trying.
$30, cuz? I want to support, nigga, but I mean, I guess we can share that. You paying $30 for stuff. Let's say it's really good. Let's say it's 5 out of 5. You're paying $30. 1 for yes, 2 for no. That's massive. I think I would. Me and Chrissy could share that. It's $15 a piece. It looked like they shared it. I'm not a big turkey leg person, but I tried. It looked good. It looked like it tastes good. I don't think I've ever gotten a turkey leg from the fair. I've been with people who done it. I could have, I just didn't. I'd rather get like a steak sandwich from the fair. Yeah, if it's a share mission, yeah, I'm with that. We can go 15 a piece on that. I ain't tripping. Or I could pay 30 for it. I wouldn't mind paying 30 for it if I'm sure. I wouldn't even trip if I had somebody to share with. Like if I pay $30 for that, I'm like, I know I ain't gonna eat this all, even if I think it's good. And then it's probably not gonna be good enough to reheat. I'd rather pay $30 and share it with a motherfucker right then and there. See, this is some white people shit. Let me show y'all some real white people shit. I don't even know if this nigga's white, but even if he ain't, he learned this from white people.
I've teamed up with the Lynn Shop to announce their amazing
Steak in a box. White people getting steaks airlifted to their house, nigga. Yes, black people, I know you didn't know this. White people be getting steaks airlifted to the crib. Next day aired beef. Pause.
giveaway. They're giving away a year's worth supply of premium meat and as well as a Grizzly premium cooler. To enter to win, super simple, head on over to the Lynn Shop Instagram page and under the giveaway post, go ahead and read the details and how to enter to win. Now I cooked up a feast using their skirt steak. We made skirt steak sliders. Cooked these hot and fast. And on some sweet rolls, we added some provolone cheese, sauteed onion, a lot of that skirt steak, red chimichurri sauce, more cheese. Back on the grill, these guys go until the cheese fully melts. Once they melt, pull them off, let them rest. Go ahead and slice into these. Now for the tomahawk steak, going ahead.
Yeah, he might be Asian. He learned this from white people.
And hit it with that lean seasoning on both sides, pat it in. We're gonna first go ahead and sear these really good, placing them opposite of the heat to finish cooking at an internal temperature of 125, then letting them rest before you slice into these. These came out absolutely fantastic. Go ahead and give them a go.
White people, steak in a box. I'll tell y'all. Some of y'all know about wine in the box. They do steak in the box also, as you have just seen with your own eyes. It's a steak in the box. A steak in the box, girl. A steak in a box. Now I want a steak. Out of a box. A steak in a box. Ooh. This Taylor Swift shit's gonna be crazy tomorrow. Actually, excited for the Super Bowl. I'm always excited for the Super Bowl when my teams aren't playing. Like, if my teams are playing, this be a stressful time. When my team ain't playing, I get over we lost, and by the time this shit come around, even if we lost in the championship game, I got 2 weeks to get over it. R-Truth is world champion? Hilarious. I do see that Tiffany Henyard, that shit that we watched, with her like berating everybody and shit. If you have not known yet, that shit has started to go viral. That shit has started to go viral like a motherfucker. I don't know what the fuck that bitch was thinking. I don't know what she was thinking. I heard she only got like 4,000 followers on Twitter. I was like, damn. He went one step past Omaha Steaks. Exactly. See, that's the same thing like with politics. That shit is set up in a way where it's never going to be fixed, ever. No matter what. and get people lost from doing what's right because it just seems overwhelming. How many times they gonna show Taylor this weekend? I heard Usher's getting a record. He's getting 2 extra minutes in his Super Bowl performance. Whoop de fucking do on the 2 minutes. I honestly think, I ain't gonna lie, the Usher shit probably gonna be lit. I mean, just if Usher just do all of his hits, like in a live performance like that, I don't understand how he'll fuck this up. I want to see if that nigga still know the dance steps that You Make Me Wanna. Show me you still know them dance steps, nigga. So he's leaving from out at Vegas, huh? Or I wonder if he's just like taking a break from Vegas to travel. I mean, it would make sense, especially coming off of a Super Bowl. Yeah, she can say go away all she want. They ain't going nowhere, bitch. She know that. She knows she getting paid to date Travis Kelce. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? If I was the NFL, I would be paying her to make sure she don't break up with this nigga. You can break up with this nigga in the offseason, but right now, no. Will we see Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift at Disney World after the Super Bowl? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Of course he's adding Ludacris. If Diddy wouldn't have gotten in trouble, Diddy would be added. My official, I guess you could say guess or prediction, whatever you want to call it. Christian McCaffrey over 100 yards. Christian McCaffrey over 120 yards. Christian McCaffrey 2+ touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey Super Bowl MVP. San Francisco 49ers will be world champions. I think it will look like Kansas City will win most of the game, and then they won't. You want to score? I'm not really a score person. Can't really see or predict scores. But I can tell you, you're about to see how a white man runs the football on Sunday. It is what it is.
.211 left in the first half, and Dunham is back in at fullback. And he is alone at 6'2", 260. Dunham breaking tackles. He refuses to go down, but he finally does after a 15-yard gain.
That's how a white man runs a football.
That's all you gonna hear Sunday, nigga. So Kansas City might as well get ready for it. Because that's all Christian McCaffrey's getting ready to say on Sunday. And when it comes to running backs, I'm racist, bro. I've been working on this. I'm racist, bro. Bro, again, this is the same NFL that told me Peyton Hillis was good enough to go on the cover of Madden. So don't act like I don't have evidence for my argument. Where it's like, bro, they'll get some white running backs or some white players outside of the quarterback position. At the quarterback position, they don't do this for white people. But outside, nigga, if you show any flashes of anything, they're calling you the GOAT. So, nigga, Christian McCaffrey been doing this for like he was in Carolina. And I'm like, I don't believe none of this shit. I was like, that's because he sucks. I was like, they got to get this nigga the ball over and over. Man, I see some of the hits he be just absorbing. He's not human. His brain not wired right. Christian McCaffrey, crazy. Christian McCaffrey is full on psycho. Let's see what this looks like.
Second and 1. Back to McCaffrey. Straight ahead this time with a seam. Skis his way inside the 10.
Ball and 2 minutes of terrible football. We've got the ball. Let's see what we can do with it to start the half.
Trying to do something here with Christian McCaffrey. Got a bruising block from Brandon Ayuk. Got another from Ray McLeod. Turned it in.
It's gonna be a problem. And they got so many weapons on the outside where you can't just stack the box. Or they'll throw it to Debo. They'll fucking run it to Debo.
Into a touchdown. It's a 65-yard lightning strike from McCaffrey. 2. McCaffrey up the middle, inside the 10, a stiff arm at the 5, and in for the touchdown.
Well, okay. How about we do this? Because it'll be easier if we do this. How about you tell me the team that has successfully shut this nigga down? And you can ask Christy for the record. Christy will tell you, I've given this nigga shit for 5 years before I'm like, nah, he's the one.
Christian McCaffrey barreling in for 6, and San Francisco has the early lead. Accurately, and has since he's taken over as the starting quarterback. Toss play McCaffrey with blockers in front. Has a crease. McCaffrey with speed down the sideline. McCaffrey one man to beat. A little hesitation. And a Kello Witherspoon.
What you getting up talk? How you getting up talking shit when this nigga just farmed you into the dirt, nigga? Nigga, no, nigga.
The blockers in front. Has a crease. McCaffrey with speed down the sideline. McCaffrey one man to beat. A little hesitation.
How you get up talking shit from that? This nigga just fucking threw you into the damn dirt with one hand, nigga.
And a Kello Witherspoon.
To the ground. To McCaffrey. Purdy shoots it out here to McCaffrey.
Oh, I know. But here's the funny part, KS. What's making me laugh about it is that was me. That's all I would serious say. Nigga, do it on somebody for real. Do it in a game that matters. Nah, I can't say shit now. I mean, he's deceptively big.
Into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
He is deceptively big.
From the 26 on first down, Purdy Flush to the right, throws.
Emergency valve. Now, how does he get out of this? No, there's no way he gets out of this, nigga. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, he's down right here. There's no way. There's no fucking way.
Over the middle, finds McCaffrey, dodging amongst traffic, and McCaffrey on the run for a first down. Arizona has not allowed an opening drive score this year. San Francisco trying to change that with McCaffrey on the edge, yanked out of bounds with a...
He had to commit a face mask to keep you from scoring, nigga.
Flag down, a face mask. Motion from Deebo Samuel.
And you, bro, they all know who getting the ball right here. There ain't shit you can do about it.
Again, McCaffrey with the try and the touchdown. San Francisco marches down the
they went soft. They like, we not
field and put 6 on the board. Just second down and 5. McCaffrey again. The answer is no, he would not. And McCaffrey stepping through a couple of tackles.
He looks so sharp, and you saw that man to man. Find your tight end.
First down and 10 at the 30. Purdy finds McCaffrey.
This is why Brock Purdy, everybody. This is why for the reason why Cam Newton called this nigga a game manager. This is why. Because at the end of the day, when he don't see shit, he throwing it to this nigga who can make everything happen.
Free over the middle at the 25, and McCaffrey with another first down. Motion by McCaffrey, the swing to McCaffrey. Use check blocking out front. Oh, a hurdle for McCaffrey. Nipping his...
That's that bullshit, bro.
Free over the middle at the 25, and McCaffrey with another first down. Motion by McCaffrey, the swing to McCaffrey. Use check blocking out front. Oh, a hurdle for McCaffrey. Nipping his way for the touchdown.
It's gonna be a long Sunday, my nigga. Sunday gonna be long, nigga. Sunday gonna be long for them, nigga. Then when he seems all powerful, then he'll just jump over you, nigga. We'll see. I mean, my main reason the Kansas City defense is suspect. And Patrick Mahomes, you have to throw for 320 yards to have a chance. You can't have one of them slow ass first halves, none of that shit. Because that whole comeback shit, that shit's gonna suck when you down 3 scores and they just hand it to McCaffrey the whole second half. This nigga done had 30 carries several times. Don't think they won't do it again. This is not the Lions coach who they need to fire. This nigga gambling like Detroit just be getting the motherfucking the playoffs and shit perennially, nigga. This nigga gambled away home field advantage, gambled away a fucking the game conference championship game. Like this nigga just. But the thing is, the Niners played shitty and they should have lost that game. Why do you not just kick the field goal? I still don't understand why he didn't kick that field goal. Same reason why I don't understand he didn't kick that extra point. Like he always gambling and shit. He gotta go, bro. Dan can't. No, I do. Lakeem, no. Think of it about like this, Lakeem. You can't have these niggas work really hard all year long for your dumbass coach to be. It'd be different. Like I said, this is different if you're like a team that ain't supposed to be there, right? That's when you gambling like that. Cause you ain't got nothing to lose. He had everything to lose. People felt like, nigga, they chanting Jared Goff's name, nigga, like Jared Goff can lead these niggas to a championship. And somehow he had him in position and Dan Campbell fucked it up. He fucked the end of the regular season up and this shit. Bro, they do every game. Dan Campbell always, he act like he playing Madden, nigga. Dan Campbell coach like he has no game plan. He out there coaching on fields. I'm not one of these people to go, oh, you live and die by analytics. Nah, you read situations. Analytics don't always tell what's going on the field. And so I get that. But when you doing shit like, hey, we got a chance to tie this game up, go to overtime and win, and this game really means something. We need this game. We can't gamble like this. Oh, man, we got a chance to just go ahead and tie the game up right here, but we're going to go for the go-ahead touchdown. Oh, all right, then, nigga. Meanwhile, how long has it been since the Lions have been anywhere and ain't never been nowhere for real ever? And then you gambled it away? Like, yeah, man, fuck you. This nigga, yeah, exactly. He coached like it's a movie where it's like, we the good guys, and no matter what I call here, it's gonna turn out a win. Nigga, that ain't how none of this shit work. Nigga, this ain't no fucking movie. Nigga, and the Lord kept giving him a chance. This nigga missed the extra point. Or they went for the extra, or they got the 2-point conversion. They were down 1. I think it was like 7 seconds or some shit left. He decides to go for 2. They get it, and then they get a penalty. This nigga said, so instead of kicking the ball, this nigga's like, well, I'm going to go for it again from like the 7. Then something happened. They got another chance. They didn't get it, but then they got another chance. It was like, kick. Me and Chris was in here watching. I was like, kick the fucking extra point. What are you doing? Nope. Went for it again. Missed it. They lost. So I said right then that night, I said, Dan Campbell need to be fired. Because if they don't fire him, he's going to do the exact same thing in one of these big-ass games. What happened? You acting like, bro, you got a chance to tie the game. You tie the game, and if your defense lets you down, they let you down. You can't do that. And I think it was like a 4th and 10, too. It wasn't even like a 4th and 1. It was like a 4th and long. This nigga's like, we going for it. Like, nigga, kick this fucking field goal. Man, look, Dallas is currently under the Jerry Jones clause. See, here's the thing. Jerry Jones, he didn't realize how good he had it with Jimmy Johnson. He didn't realize how much Jimmy Johnson actually made him. He thought he made Jimmy Johnson, not realizing that ever since he did all shuffle Jimmy out and try to act like Jimmy wasn't the reason they won them championships, how much have they won since? You think Jimmy Johnson ain't sitting around thinking about this? Kevin Hart just did a commercial dressed up like Jerry Johnson, nigga, acting like the last time the Cowboys won. I think Dallas messed up going all in on Dakota. I thought they messed up getting rid of fucking Ezekiel Elliott. Tony Pollard was getting lucky. He's a bottom tier running back or starting running back, right? He's a bottom tier starting running back. But he was exposing defense because he's getting in garbage time and on third downs and shit like that. Zeke looked good in New England this year. I mean, Dallas always messing up, bro. That shit I still don't even understand how Dez Bryant not only ain't in the league, but not a Cowboy. There's structural problems, like shit like Detroit, shit like fucking Dallas. It'd be structural problems. It's not by accident that Detroit never really gets a coach that people don't respect. Why? Because ownership is more important with building these teams than people think, and not in the sense of them spending the money. San Francisco must have good ownership because they can always get good coaches and good players to play for them, no matter what year or decade it is. But somehow, no matter what year or decade, the Lions can't. And then if they finally get somebody like a fucking Barry Sanders or a Calvin Johnson, what happens? Them niggas end up retiring early. Are we supposed to think that's just a coincidence? The Colts had good ownership until Bill Polian became a pillhead. Once he became a pillhead and Peyton left, and then motherfucking Andrew Luck just like up and quit on us. But we slowly getting back because we got decent enough. But like some of these teams, like, bro, people know not to go play for the Raiders. People just waiting to see if the Raiders are for real changed yet before they really start going to play for them. Nobody wants to coach up under the eye of Jerry Jones, bro. If you win, it's because of him. If you lose, you think about this. What other NFL team? They don't even do this shit for the Patriots, bro. Think about this shit. As soon as your team loses, they go, let's interview the owner of your team. And then this nigga just berating y'all, saying all types of goofy shit. And it's like, why would I want to coach for a team where when we lose, the first thing you want to go do is talk to my boss? Fuck that. Because that's the only team. There's no other team. I would rather be the offensive coordinator on a Super Bowl contender than be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Because if I'm the head coach of the fucking Buffalo Bills and I lose a game, yeah, I'm going to have to deal with the media and shit, but I'm not going to have to deal with, well, when your owner was in here, he said, blah, what the fuck? And then Jerry's so sensitive. If you go up there and be like, hey, man, I need you kind of chill out on those. Man, fuck you. You fired. Nigga, you could be 12-2. Now y'all stuck with Dakota because you gonna get rid of them to get who? That's the thing that sucks right now is when ain't nothing worse right now than if you got a quarterback that you think is a quarterback and he's turning out to be a dud now because there's nobody to go to. This is literally the weakest quarterback pool in the history of the NFL. Nigga, one thing when I did the tour in the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, I noticed even the people who give the tour are under pressure of a championship, nigga. Jerry Jones walks around that motherfucker, lets everybody know the pressure of he expects a championship or this, all of you niggas are failures. All the way down to the niggas giving tours. They probably won't because everybody's soft now and nobody have to really play through anything tough. And they roll the red carpet out for some and tougher on others blatantly now. I mean, niggas is like Bryce Young should be out of the NFL. And I'm like, how come he don't get like, bro, especially with these quarterbacks now, you got to get these niggas 3 or 4 years. Like, there's nobody to go to. You might as well try to develop these niggas. You know what I haven't noticed, what I haven't heard? How come I don't hear such and such call Steve Young in for quarterback coaching or mentoring or some shit? Such and such called Randall Cunningham and, you know, Phil Simms is coming out of the box, the quarterback. Like, all these good ass quarterbacks that media, like Phil Simms would be a fucking MVP quarterback now. Y'all understand that, right? And then back in the day, you wouldn't even, bro, you get laughed out of the room talking like that about Phil Simms. Peyton broke the rookie record for interceptions year one. But like I said, they don't even be calling in the old quarterbacks to come in and help develop these niggas or nothing. I never hear it. You hear it in the NBA all the time. You'll hear about some great that literally don't coach for no team or nothing, but players call him to work on these certain shit and whatnot. Hakeem Olajuwon was doing that shit with Kobe. You just don't be hearing that shit. I don't hear these every retired quarterback that's about some shit. Where do they go? Where's Tom Brady going? Is he going to go help some people become great quarterbacks? Nope, he going to the booth. Brother Aikman can carry that game enough to where, yeah, that nigga. I'm not even saying to be a full-time quarterback coach, but how are y'all not calling these niggas like, hey, man, we got this nigga that he seemed like he could be something, but, man, can you come just watch him throw and maybe give him a pointer or two? We'll pay you. Bitch. We'll give you 50,000, 100,000, whatever the fuck you want. You want to be here for the year? We'll give you a yearly salary. You don't want the commitment of being with the team? Fine, nigga, just where you can. Like, it's that bad. Like Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, as much as I be on that nigga head, I think if he got some type of mentor, let's say Tom Brady came back to the Bucks just to help Baker Mayfield. He had a decent enough year this year where I think Tom Brady could probably get him right. You just don't see that. It's like now all of the good players, they run to go get on TV, nigga. It didn't used to be like that, but that's what it's like now. They all run to go get on TV immediately. And you wonder why, like, players like D'Amico Ryans are being successful as coaches. Because bro, it's very rare that you getting good players to be coaches. Like, the Giants are gonna be okay with Pierce. He was a good player. It's like they don't even do that no more. They be like, if we can't get Andy Reid, a handful of other motherfuckers, somebody out of the Shanahan family, something like that. You know what? That's when I knew the Colts. I was like, the Colts need a whole new revamp. When we hired Jeff Saturday as coach, I was like, why the fuck would we do that? I mean, RG3 wasn't a really good quarterback, though. He just wasn't. But, I mean, looking at this shit now, when you look at Lamar Jackson and the way they be hyping up Lamar Jackson, you realize how much they was lying about Michael Vick. I try to tell people. Because all of these so-called dual threat quarterbacks, ain't none of these niggas fucking with Prime Vic. And I'm talking about Prime Vic when he was throwing some Eagles Vic. Atlanta Vic, he couldn't really throw like that yet. Eagles Vic, that shit, he was cheating. He lost a little bit of his speed and gained it all in his passing. They try to act like Vic wasn't shit. And I mean, sit aside, even before the dog shit, sit aside all of that. Which, how stupid does all that shit look now, these many years later? Or whatever. You put aside that shit, and then I sit here and hear them talk about Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's so fucking overrated, nigga. These niggas, again, go back and look at Vic. He was doing all the same type of amazing runs that motherfucking Lamar Jackson was doing, but he was still throwing for fucking 300 yards. And running Vic was averaging over 100 yards a game. I seen Vic game a nigga in overtime on a 60-yard run, nigga. Still one of the greatest game-winning touchdown runs I ever seen, especially live. I believe it was against the Vikings. And now they didn't give Vic like no credit. Like the whole time Vic was being Vic, they was hating on this nigga. The next thing you know, now we got people like Lamar Jackson. Y'all like, man, Lamar Jackson, Nigga, they act like motherfucking Josh Allen be really doing some shit. And I'm like, nigga, y'all forget, people didn't even realize how much Steve Young ran the football. I can't even give you like the greatest white rusher. Steve Young was running the football. Like, teams have not had to change the. That's the whole thing with Lamar is all he can do is throw deep throws. All you got to do with Lamar Jackson is fill the box and have everybody play with help over the top. Especially when Mark Andrews ain't playing. Especially when he ain't got no big ass target. And I'm talking about good Mark Andrews. When he got to actually throw to no. He got Odell Beckham, and Odell Beckham still look like Odell Beckham for the most part. He probably ain't with all that supreme level 20 athleticism, but he's a good enough wide receiver. And I'm like, you ain't taking advantage of none of this shit. This is the era of we were so spoiled. Like when we would see the Jim Kellys and all these motherfuckers that were good quarterbacks that just never really got props. Drew Bledsoe's. All of these motherfuckers. The Aaron McNairs. Quarterback position was loaded in the 90s, early 2000s. Loaded. Rich Gannon was throwing jinx. Rich Gannon was out in fucking LA throwing for 5,000 yards a year and nobody gave a fuck, nigga. Rich Gannon was just throwing, Rich Gannon, Drew Brees was just throwing 4,500, 5,000 yards every year. Nobody paid attention. Now they would love to have a nigga do that shit. Drew Brees hurt his shoulder in San Diego, and them niggas like, yeah, we ain't fucking with that. And this nigga went to New Orleans and went to the Hall of Fame. Steve Bono. All these motherfuckers, like, that nigga was Montana's backup. It's just not like that now. For whatever reason, these niggas in college are not learning how to play football. Not that quarterback position like they used to. Remember, there used to be football players, college quarterbacks that made you turn the games on, even if you didn't watch college sports. You would eventually hear because this nigga's throwing touchdown after touchdown. Bro, you barely hear it. You finger crossed every draft now. The only thing you really have confidence in is wide receivers. That seems to be about the only thing college can produce now is wide receivers. Tall, strong, fast ass niggas that can catch everything. Other than that, I take John Kitna more than a lot of these niggas now. Remember how mid Carson Palmer was? Carson Palmer would dominate now. Like Cincinnati Bengals, Carson. Yeah, defensive players too, especially them linemen. But it's like for whatever reason, that quarterback position has fallen the fuck off. Patrick Mahomes has fallen off. Patrick Mahomes is probably the biggest benefit from this quarterback play dropping off because Patrick Mahomes is still top 1%, 5% of all the quarterbacks in the NFL, and he's not playing as good as I've seen him play. I don't know if he's Elvis Gerback, another one. But it's something, bro. Kyle Orton would dominate. Remember, man, Kyle Orton would dominate now. Kyle Orton's like, wait, I only got to throw 250. Bro. Mark Brunell, another Russian quarterback that didn't get no props like that. What's your boy their quarterback for Jacksonville after? Let's see. Blake Bortles. Yes. Blake Bortles. Blake Bortles was one of my favorite fantasy quarterbacks because he would always lose, but this nigga would throw for like 350 yards in losses. Because my thing is they still throw, like, it's not like they're throwing less. No, they're throwing the same. Just all these drops, all these fucking bad bro, the amount of bad throw, like the fact that people were chanting Jared Goff's name lets you know everything. That's the old, hey man, he with us. We got to get behind him. He one of ours, so we kind of just got to get behind him on this one. That shit crazy. It's crazy how it has fallen off so much. That's why it was clear they was blackballing Kaepernick. But Kaepernick, he's another one. I'm like, nigga, you sucked. The only reason you was better than Alex, the only reason they played you other than Alex Smith was the smarter quarterback, but Alex Smith couldn't throw a football past 20 yards. Alex Baby Arm Smith. Check down. Check down. Check down. 7-step drop. Check down. I'm glad it was a light stream tonight because I had to get all my football because I'm excited, bro. Football, then wrestling's turning up. I give WWE credit. Nigga, this shit was not always planned. Y'all can stop. Take the dub. Why y'all need all that? Yeah, y'all did okay with Alex, but tell the truth. Could Alex Smith throw a football past 20 yards? I bet you never noticed that either. Go watch his highlights and show me how many times he threw a 40-yard pass in the air. Not a pass that somebody caught and went 40 yards. 40 yards in the air. 35. Fuck it. Since it's just us tonight, I'm gonna look this one thing up. Let's see. Game 2017. It's random enough. All right, let's see. Advanced splits. Let's see. Even with Tyreek, he was trash. On balls over 20 yards with Tyreek, 56.5%. How many passes was that? He was the most accurate deep passer. See, the way that y'all be juicing stats to try to make this nigga look like he was good this is why y'all get on my nerves, bro. Y'all just be, bro, this is the LeBron shit. Yeah, yes. When he's not throwing the ball deep, like the rest of these niggas is throwing the whole time. You know what? Let me stop now. Because Alex Smith is a player that pisses me off. Good night, Boston. I guess I'm gonna smoke one more and get my black ass out of here as well. Now he was way more serviceable for y'all than I expected. I ain't gonna lie. Because I understood why he wasn't playing in San Francisco. I don't think that Colin Kaepernick is the better quarterback. He was just the better quarterback for the situation. Like, nigga, you can't throw. Like, I don't know what happened. He's Alex smart. He can see. Bro, it's so many times I saw just wobbly ducks. I'm like, oh my Lord, bro. But Alex Smith is just ahead of his generation. He was ending at the beginning of this shit. And it's like, man, he could have been fine right now. He could be. You look at niggas like Alex Smith that was basically nobody respected. He could be respectable now. Do I think he could be the best quarterback right now? No. Like Ryan Fitzpatrick would be an MVP quarterback. Prime Ryan Fitzpatrick right now. The main reason why Ryan Fitzpatrick go. And then so he just, since there was nowhere for him to go, for real, that's when he was wised up and was like, I'll just be a journeyman. I'll play all-time quarterback wherever y'all need me. And y'all motherfuckers know, you wouldn't know that Ryan Fitzpatrick played for somebody until you turn the highlights on. Like, Ryan Fitzpatrick suited up for such and such, 350 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I mean, prime Peyton, prime Tom Brady, and all, bro, this shit would be Swiss cheese. Peyton be throwing for 5,500 yards. Well, I know that was what was rumored. And the reason why I say that was what was rumored about Alex Smith is because, nigga, it's easy not to fuck up when everything's a check down. Like, how are you fucking up check downs? I feel like it's a fuck up that you can't throw down the field. That is that's you fucking up, because you could have had a touchdown there if you could throw down the field. But I mean, obviously in the letter of how it's defined, he wasn't turning the ball over. But when it's 3rd and 15 and you know it's a check down, that feels like a turnover to me. Because you're just literally just like, crapshoot, hope my running back or my wide receiver can break one right quick. Because if not, we punting. I mean, look at the stat right there. Brock Purdy, 5 for 5, 60 yards. Why? You can check it down to this nigga. Oh, don't see nothing. Here you go. Oh, don't see nothing. Here you go. Ooh. Oh, I saw something. Oh, no, I didn't. Here you go, Christian. Yes, Debo is playing. Everybody playing. Nobody of like skill position. I think Kansas City gonna be missing some people. Hey Google, what is the injury report for the Super Bowl?
Sorry, I don't understand, but I found something similar. You want to know who is out for the Chiefs for the Super Bowl?
Yes.
On the website NFL.com, they say Chiefs guard Joe Thuney, pectoral, out. Running back Jerick McKinnon, groin, questionable for Super Bowl 58. LAS Vegas, as expected. Thuney will not play in Super Bowl 58 versus the San Francisco.
Who was out? Oh, never mind. The last time Kansas City lost in the Super, you know how the last time Kansas City lost the Super Bowl, I called it that day. I was in St. Louis. I'll never forget it. Me and Christy was gonna go watch and hang out at the casino to watch the Super Bowl. And I'll never forget. I could walk into the gas station and they go, two of the Chiefs starting offensive linemen are out. I wonder if this will impact the Chiefs. I said, nigga, this game is over. I was like, this nigga is gonna be running for his life the whole game. And what happened? Patrick Mahomes was running for his life the entire Super Bowl. You can't lose linemen. And it looks like they done lost another lineman going into the Super Bowl. You know what? We might look at you know what we might look at tomorrow? Super Bowl conspiracy theories too. Like when the Raiders lineman disappeared and they claimed this nigga was drunk in Tijuana because he thought they already won the Super Bowl. Like it was bro, that was one of the craziest stories ever. And when the lights went out, yeah, but Patrick Mahomes had one of the best lines of the year in the league that year. So he went from having one of the best lines in all of football until the Super Bowl to having one of the worst. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. Taylor Swift and some of them. Bro, that shit was fucked up. That nigga missed the Super Bowl. Some people think the nigga was drugged and kidnapped, which sounds likely because I'm like, they was like he got so drunk, went to Tijuana and was down in Tijuana celebrating a Super Bowl win. Who is he celebrating with? They was like, and mind you, he's supposed to be in his room for curfew before the Super Bowl. He's supposed to be in his room before curfew. And instead of being in his room, he's allegedly left to go celebrate winning the Super Bowl in Tijuana. That don't sound at least just a tad fishy to you, my nigga. Just a little? Shit, like something, bro. But they found him like the next day, and he didn't remember what happened. And yeah, we gonna watch that shit tomorrow. It was the Raiders Super Bowl. I think it was the same Super Bowl where Jerry Rice was like, I think our Super Bowl was rigged because like we was the greatest passing duo of the fucking, like him and Tim Brown was destroying niggas, got to the Super Bowl, and then them niggas stopped throwing them niggas. Do you know how much they cheated to get Tim Brown and Jerry Rice at any point of their careers on the same team? And then they got in that Super Bowl and ran the ball all game. Like with no success. And Jerry Rice spoke out about that, was like, nigga, I felt like we threw that Super Bowl. They brought in some weird coach, and then this nigga just all of a sudden just kept running the ball over and over and over and over and over. It's like, and I believe even the announcers like, let's just stick it to the run or some shit like that. when them niggas stole Tom Brady Super Bowl jersey. That nigga tried to steal Tom Brady jersey, nigga. And I mean, there's all types of shit like, and I'm not just limited it to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna even hit games like playoff game, like that was a sack, fumble, recovery, Oakland, game over. End of story. If you don't know what I'm talking about, good. End of story. That was the fucking tuck rule. They made that shit up in real time. That was the first time, like in football, I remember watching some shit live and was like, y'all really fucking cheated. I'm like, I've been watching football forever, and I'm like, that every time I've ever watched football has always been a fumble. And I'm like, okay, if that's fucking incomplete, how is that not intentional grounding? It did make it back to the line of scrimmage. And the defensive player didn't hit the ball. Is any other way the defensive player? I mean, oh my goodness. And they have not consistently called that shit no more. It was just like then they was like, we swear it's a rule. We never heard of it, but it is a rule, and by rule, that's an incomplete pass. What? Nigga, I think John Madden was commentating that game and didn't get it. But that was also the year of 9/11, and we needed the Patriots to win for America. Allegedly. Can't have the fucking Pirates win. Arg, face asses. What's the over under for anybody else from Patrick Mahomes' family to get arrested this week? Oh, weekend rather. We got a good. Oh man, we got a good one probably Monday. I'm gonna talk about Aubrey O'Day Monday. I was gonna do it tonight, but it was too last second. I want to be a little more thorough with Aubrey. Aubrey O'Day went on no jumper. Shout out to Clee. I low key think Kraft is the real commissioner. Like, I can't even remember the commissioner's name. Like, I always forget it. Roger Goodell. I always be wanting to say Paul Tagliabue. Sadly, Clee. Yeah, Clee. We go. I'm getting thorough that we go do Aubrey Monday, because that's probably gonna be a 2-night thing. Because let me give you a little teaser. I'm now starting to feel like it's a setup for Diddy. Of all the places in the world this bitch could have went to, which is anywhere, she damn near could have got Oprah. She went to no jumper. You make it make sense. How did Adam? But Adam 22, he wrote Demon Worshiper. This nigga's a full devil worshiper that do pornos. If you was referring to Patrick Mahomes' wife, I'll give her much credit, bro. She's grown up a lot in a year. We gotta keep that a stack. I mean, God was gonna figure that shit out one way or another. That wasn't gonna last, bro. You think it was gonna last the way his brother and her was wilding out? And now it's radio silence on his brother, and not like, and I don't even mean that shit in the sense of like cover up. There's so much politics in this shit. But the thing about sports that a lot of people don't realize is, yeah, they do rig games and try to rig games, but they have to rig them in a certain way. And there are lots of times, and nobody ever talks about it. You do understand there's times that the teams, won that weren't supposed to win. I watched it happen with the Warriors. The year that the Raptors won the championship, there's no way they should have beat the Warriors. But how did they beat the Warriors? It was decided, no matter what, the Warriors are not going to win this championship. DeMarcus Cousins tore his quad in the playoffs. Kevin Durant blew his foot like Achilles or whatever out. He was done. Remember, he came back, hit them couple shots, then was out. And Klay Thompson tore his ACL and everything. This all happened like in the finals, in the Western Conference Finals, on the road, where it was just like, the NBA wanted them to win. They did not want Toronto to win, especially after that shit with Kawhi. And there wasn't nothing they could do about it. You can only cheat so much. That's why LeBron has lost. Every time that LeBron has lost, you can go back and watch. They tried everything they could to give LeBron these rings and shit, and he just couldn't do it. The other teams just wanted it more. Remember, LeBron lost to a fucking Dallas Maverick team full of old niggas. Old Jason Kidd, old Tyson Chandler, old Deshaun Stevens, old Dirk Nowitzki. Well, that's the thing, KS. They gonna play football on Sunday, bro. See, that's the thing. No matter how rigged it is, like, niggas will realize it's rigged in the game. Like, I've coached in games where it was like, y'all clearly cheating. We can't win tonight unless we outplay the officials. Hey man, that nigga LeBron James ain't shit. Fuck him. He a bitch. It's as if I didn't like that nigga already. How does this nigga not show up to Kobe Bryant's statue ceremony? This is why they'll never retire your jersey in Los Angeles. You don't have to worry, nigga. That fake championship you got, they don't recognize none of that shit. That fake in season in that fall league, don't nobody give a fuck, nigga. LeBron do not try to play 5-on-1. That nigga LeBron is so lazy now. Be trying to act like he not. It's funny to watch LeBron. Bro, watch the Lakers play and just watch LeBron, no matter if he has the ball or not. And you'll notice all he do is stand around now. Like, if he make a good defensive play, he's not getting back. Like, let's say he blocked somebody's shot. He's not getting back. If he go in for a layup that he feel like he ain't gonna be able to make, he gonna fall on purpose and not get back. Every time. Not going to Kobe statue ceremony. What is that about? LeBron's not no friend, bro. LeBron's that friend where, man, he seemed like the coolest nigga ever when you had all of his shit, but he ain't never showing up for you. He ain't never showing up for you. I mean, Darvin, him, all them other players and shit was there. I'm like, what the fuck, LeBron? Like, you should be front row. How are you not there giving a speech and shit? Like, or maybe that's why. Maybe they told him he couldn't give a speech. Kobe did not like that nigga. One thing I can tell you that Kobe ain't never said out loud that I am very confident in is he did not like niggas trying to say LeBron was as good as him. LeBron wasn't even good enough to get to them finals. Remember, them 2 finals that the motherfucking Celtics played against Kobe and we went 1-1 against Kobe? Remember, they predicted LeBron was going to all 3 of them. Then LeBron lost to the Celtics in 2008. Then he turned around and lost to the Orlando Magic in 2009. And then lost to the Celtics again in 2010. Before finally running. So his last 3 years, and understand that the only reason Orlando got to the finals is because Kevin Garnett got hurt. That was free. That was easy pickings for LeBron. Nope. But he was gonna get to the finals, and Kobe was gonna fuck his work. Nigga, Kobe against LeBron in them finals. If LeBron had made it to either one, nigga, Kobe was gonna average 40, 45 just to show this nigga what time it was. The Celtics were so lucky we didn't have to see that Kobe. Like, we knew how to respect Kobe while playing hard against him. We'll talk shit with him and we'll battle with him, but we ain't disrespectful. Ain't nobody over here saying we better than that nigga. That nigga, you say you better than me. If LeBron had played 2008, 9, or 10 in the finals against Kobe, that should have been devastating. I mean, the whole thing for him coming to LA was to show Kobe up. He thought he was just gonna come to LA. First of all, LA got rid of such a bomb ass team.
Welcome to the Terradome, bitch. Terradome, bitch.
What's happening? They got rid of such a bomb ass team. Them niggas had Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance, Julius Randle, Josh Hart. Like, all these niggas is balling. Brandon Ingram. They had all of these niggas and got rid of these niggas for LeBron. All of them. They had Zubac. Them niggas had Zubac, Larry Nance, fucking Jordan Clarkson, Josh Hart, Julius Randle. I mean, the Lakers had fucking squad. Imagine if the Lakers still had Julius Randle, Josh Hart, D'Angelo Russell, which they got him back, which was stupid to get rid of him in the first place. But let's say but Jordan Clarkson, they got rid of Lonzo in time. Jordan Clarkson, all them niggas with Zubac in the middle. They don't need LeBron or Anthony Davis. They'd be better if they had them. Now these niggas got Christian Wood, Rui Hashimura, Austin Overrated Reeves. It's hard. I can't respect that nigga. He goes and fucks teams up. If I was the Lakers, I'm like, if we can get Anthony Davis, then we'll just build around Anthony Davis. And if he start getting hurt, we'll trade him. Bron tried to get traded, tried to get other niggas traded. The Lakers said, we not falling for that no more. We just riding this out. I feel the Lakers, bro. We not doing nothing else with you, bro. We are not making no more moves that you think we need to make you win. No, nigga. We looking into the future. LeBron not realizing that the GM shit, that shit's drying up because it's like, nigga, we not getting ready to let you make all these decisions on personnel knowing you getting ready to retire in 2 years max. He need to retire after this year. And the reason why I say he need to retire after this year is, do I think he can get through next season? Yes. Do I think he'll be able to do all the important games of a farewell season? Yes. But he gonna miss a lot of games he should. He ain't gonna play as many as he should. He only playing on national TV and shit like that. And it's gonna look bad because LeBron never developed the jumper. Kobe developed the jumper for real late in his career. So did Jordan. LeBron didn't. I mean, LeBron, his whole stats are getting carried right now because of the amount of times they let this nigga shoot free throws. Free throw stats. Right? Let's see. Year by year, top 10. All right. Top 10 free throw shooters. Anthony Davis is ninth. Where was LeBron at last year? See, he don't even be playing enough games. And then that's the other thing. I don't know if y'all know this, but LeBron, he's on the fucking injury report every game. Like every single game. And that should be weird to me. Throws attempted. Let's see. LeBron is 25th. He's getting about 5 a game. He's played 47 games out of a possible. So you got him and Anthony Davis. You got 2 starters in the top 25 free throws. Nigga, everybody get more free throws than Steph Curry, nigga. The disrespect with Steph Curry is. Rudy Gobert get more fouls than Steph Curry. He don't even be having the ball. Well, yeah, and that's the other thing. His son is trash, too. Like, his son only averaging 6 points a game, bro. The nigga ain't never looked good, bro. First of all, and this ain't no hater shit. Just use some logic, right? Fuck, can Bronny be that good at basketball? When the fuck does LeBron have time to teach him? LeBron not even resting properly, let alone have time to teach the nigga how to play ball for real. Yeah, this nigga have a foot, and bro. I know that I would get mad because this nigga, he's on the injury report every game. Foot. Like, nigga, ain't nothing wrong with your foot, nigga. Wasn't nothing wrong with his foot last year. I called what was gonna happen last year. I called my brother when LeBron was probably about 15 games away from catching Kareem, and he was going crazy. Like, I was like, why is LeBron burning out like this in December, knowing good and damn well he ain't gonna have this gas in the tank come April? I was like, hey man, this nigga LeBron burning out to catch Kareem. And I was like, watch when he catch Kareem, all of a sudden he gonna bottom out. As soon as he caught Kareem, man, my foot hurt. This nigga went down with a phantom foot injury. Nobody ever told us what the foot injury is. And here it is a whole fucking year later, and he's still on the injury report. Foot. Why? So whenever this nigga decides he don't feel like playing, he gonna go down and he gonna grab his foot, and they gonna say, well, LeBron's been on the injury report all season long with that foot. The foot that y'all never mentioned when y'all like, man, LeBron's still doing it at 2,000 years old. I digress. That nigga should have went to Kobe shit, but can't say I'm surprised. LeBron doing LeBron shit doesn't surprise me. He a hoe ass nigga, bro. I can't hang with niggas like LeBron's. They betas. Front running ass niggas. Talk the most shit when you win. I'm the king. I'm the greatest. And act like a bitch when you lose. I can't stand those niggas. I need you to be the king when you lose as well. That's what real kings do. We still kings when we lose. Tomorrow we'll have more of a fun stream. But every stream ain't gonna be fun, bro. News I feel is pertinent gonna be talked about. And I don't believe in turning a blind eye to shit like what's going on in Philly and San Francisco. I don't believe in just turning a full blind eye to it just because it don't make me feel great. Don't make me laugh. I like to laugh. But we react to everything on the internet. Not just the funny shit. I guess say goodnight to your boy. I guess I'll end here. This Aubrey OD shit is gonna be interesting, but I gotta be honest. If she'd have went anywhere than no jumper, I'd have been looking at this with a different eye than I'm gonna be looking at it on Monday. It may not be a blind reaction, so don't hate me if it ain't. We'll see. But if I ain't got shit to do, I may peep it out. I definitely probably gonna peep out a clip or two. I ain't gonna lie on that. Tasha. Janice, KS, Dub, Lee, Big, King. KS, I might want to get a wrestling meeting tomorrow. I'm checking on motherfuckers' availability. I'm gonna work on this website tomorrow as well. LNCWrestling.com. Kendra. Janice. I have fun. Today was definitely slower. Not as slow as I need to be, but it's been slower. And now we getting ready for the Super Bowl and all this fun stuff. But then again, I'm probably lying. Hey man, I shall see y'all tomorrow. You know the motto, bro. God is forever great. Even when I don't turn my cursor off, he's still great. Stay safe. That's all I can tell you, bro. God is great. I said we're gonna try to possibly get some type of wrestling meeting in tomorrow, possibly. See what time motherfuckers is moving and whatnot. And go from there. But then again, I'm probably lying. Love y'all to death. I'm out of here. Peace.
Virginity. What is it? And what's the big deal about losing it? Let me cut to the chase. Virginity is a completely made-up concept. It's a term that was created simply to control and shame people, mainly women.
She belongs to the streets.
A virgin is someone who's never had sex. But it's not as simple as it seems. For one thing, medically, virginity isn't a real thing. In some cultures, people place a lot of importance on the hymen, a thin, fleshy tissue located at the opening of your vagina, as a marker of virginity. But the status of your hymen doesn't actually mean anything. That's because having penis and vagina sex is not the only way a hymen can stretch open. It can happen by putting something in your vagina like a tampon or a finger, riding a bike, or doing sports. So you can't tell if someone's had sex by the way their hymen looks or feels. Another reason the idea of virginity is complete nonsense is that sex means different things to different people. Generally speaking, society tends to define sex in a very narrow way: penetration, penis into vagina. But where does that definition leave queer people? Or folks who can't or don't have penis and vagina sex,
I'm losing my
and choose to
motherfucking
have
mind,
oral, anal, or another type of sex instead? And not everyone's first sexual experience is consensual, meaning that they were forced or pressured into having sex.
Yes, it's on.
There's also a double standard on who
Use your
carries
common
the
sense.
burden of virginity. Society puts pressure on men for not having sex at the exact same time they shame women for having it. Make it make sense. Either way, shame has no place in someone's personal decisions about sex. It's time to throw away the notion of losing your virginity. What if instead of losing something, we reframe it as gaining? Because the truth is, when we make our own decision to become sexually active, we aren't setting ourselves up to lose anything at all. We hope we are gaining things like intimacy, self-insight, pleasure, and empowerment. All of these myths around sex and virginity can be so hurtful and overwhelming. But here's the one truth you should remember. Sex is defined by one thing and one thing only: you. Maybe that's being fingered for the first time. Maybe it's having anal sex. Maybe it's having your first orgasm.
I got out
Maybe
the
it's
limo, grabbed the
masturbating
hand
for
when
the
I'm
first
first
time, or when you enthusiastically consent to sex. That's the beauty of your sexual journey. You're in charge, and you can figure it out on your own terms. Choosing to have sex, when, what kind, where, who with, is something that only you get to define.
Yo, what's going on, boys? How are you?
Yo, dab me up.
Hey, all right, damn. What part of the city are you from?
Yo,
What's up?
there, brother.
Hey,
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
you guys
good.
ready for this?
Take this.
Oh, all right, sick. Why don't you guys come inside? Don't ski. These are the guys.
I'm Octavius Gray. And I'm Steve. Steve Lavoie. It's okay, I have vape in here, right?
Appreciate it, Kendra. It's one of my favorite ones. Bought it at the casino. And yeah, I use Janice points.
Set the mood right. Pick you up, baby, I'm looking so fly. Sunset rooftop, yeah, that's nice, right? Hop in a G-Class, I know you need that. Heart racing fast like the speed of light. Is this attraction, or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. 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 You got me wrapped up in your love.
Barely.
Finding you is like a treasure. Making my heart feel this way, yeah, yeah. And I'll treat you so damn special. What you did, who you were with, I don't care about those days. When I'm with you, I won't complain. Share your Yeah, you know I stay by your side, never leave you dissatisfied. But I need you to let me know. Is this attraction, or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. 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 Baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night.
I said, man, I'm hungry as shit. He said, oh, that must mean you ready to eat these white bitches.
Just ask them how I did it. I got out the limo, grabbed her hand, went upstairs and fucked her.
Crushed it. God is great, bro. I love y'all to death. See y'all here in a couple hours. I promise I'm gonna have fun with tomorrow's stream. Hope to see you.